You're listening to
Two girls.
One Crypt.
Listen if you dare.
Spoilers ahead.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You shouldn't live, Bill.
A prequel is a literary, dramatic, or cinematic work whose story precedes that of a previous work by focusing on events that occur before the original narrative. Many favorite prequels focus on the villain of the story, introducing us to their backstory to show how they become the characters we know so well. Whether it's learning how Esther began her nefarious patterns or what drove Pearl to kill, or diving deeper into the lore of Predator or the origins of Ouija, every prequel has a reason for existing. And tonight we get to explore four very different films and the stories they choose to tell. This is Two Girls, One Crypt. I'm Kendall.
And I'm Misty. And tonight, if you can't tell, we're talking prequels.
Indeed.
We did sequels. On to prequels, which I feel is always touchier ground.
Mhm.
I feel like prequels are always harder to pull off. Unless you have like a really good, like you said, a villain,
Mhm.
you can like
You can
reimagine like a cool
yeah,
story.
you can pluck a villain out
Yeah.
and give us more about it. Like Cruella is one that came to
Hmm.
mind. Wicked is kind of a prequel, but also a retelling in a way. Same with
Mm,
Maleficent, but I wouldn't technically call either of those prequels, but they do have prequel
I
tendencies,
see,
I
because I
suppose.
would. I would call Maleficent a prequel because the story we know is Sleeping Beauty. Like we don't know um
Yeah, I guess it like
or
the
I guess
Sleeping
it's
Beauty,
concurrent, right?
it
It
is
happens
concurrent, yeah.
because that's like Beowulf and Grendel, like
Mhm.
same story, different
And
viewpoints.
the apartment in 7A or apartment in 7A
Yes,
is
and
also concurrent, but also a prequel.
to Rosemary's Baby
Yeah.
because it
Mhm.
happens kind of at the same time and but in
Yeah.
like an earlier point in the movie.
Yeah. Well, if
Uh
you count Wicked as one, I think you would count that as one as well.
Yeah, I think I would. Or the good old origin story of Anakin Skywalker, my beloved
I was waiting for you
prequel
to introduce
trilogy.
that. Yes.
'Cause I'll never pass up an opportunity to talk about Jar Jar Binks. And as a matter of fact, I we just did a rewatch. My daughter and I watched the prequels again because she just bought the it's like the Dark Millennial Falcon Lego set that has Darth Jar Jar in there, and she spent like $200 just so she could have Darth Jar Jar, basically.
Oh,
Um,
to have
and
young money.
and I for real. And well, listen, she went back and forth for months on that,
Yeah.
so I was proud of her for budgeting.
Yeah,
But
for
she but it
real.
it's not made anymore, so she was like, if I see it, I'll buy it, and if I never see it again, whatever. And she saw it, and I was like, okay, you should buy that. Anyway, I told her that you don't like Jar Jar Binks and that you laughed me out of the room when I told you Jar Jar Binks was my favorite character, and she was like, how rude.
She probably has a voodoo doll of me right now too. I do
No.
I do have to make a correction because since that I
Huh?
did watch, my plan was to watch the Star Wars, at least the prequels before our Disney trip,
Okay.
and I only got two in and I haven't gone back. I need to. Um Jar Jar didn't bother me as much this time.
Okay.
So I do have to apologize for bullying you.
That's a nice-ish thing to say. So I'll take
Not
it.
bad. Like I was watching him, I was like, ah, he's kind of goofy. Like I get
Yeah.
it.
Listen,
Um,
those prequels were, and watching it as an adult, because I loved them as a,
yeah.
I was a teen, but I was very
Hmm.
childish teen. Those
Hmm.
movies were George Lucas playing with toys and being a child again, and those movies are heavily marketed to children. The humor is
They are.
so bad.
They
And,
very much are. It's very cheesy.
mhm,
It was very enjoyable to watch though.
love them.
Um, yeah, that was rude. Kaya is right. Hmm. Such a such a
It's
shit
okay.
thing to do.
It's okay. We forgive you.
Thank you.
We stand Jar Jar in this house. We stand Darth
That's
Jar Jar as like specifically in this house, but that's okay.
yeah.
So in a prequel, like what do you think makes a prequel successful or like actually even watchable? Because we had there were way few much hmm, I'll keep with the first word, way fewer.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Is that
Way
right?
fewer. Yeah, way
There are
fewer.
way fewer prequels than there are I mean, we have like 7 billion sequels. I feel like artists don't pursue prequels as much because
They don't want to fuck it up.
exactly, and like not everyone wants a backstory. You know what I mean? Not
And not everyone needs a backstory.
precisely like
Yeah.
not yeah, we don't not every character has to have an origin story.
So I'm going to use an example of a
Mhm.
movie that we did not talk about, or we're not talking about tonight, but um, Pet Cemetery.
How'd I know you were gonna say that?
Because I famously hate that prequel. I wanted
Uh-huh.
to like it so bad, but it just Pet Cemetery is very scary.
Yes.
And
And I think is a very special story.
it is a very special story.
Yeah.
It has so many elements, and I just truly, truly now the Pet Cemetery prequel was not a book, right? It was just a
No.
straight okay.
Hmm.
So that's the thing. If it
Okay.
were a Stephen King story, it probably would have been so much better. But it just did not have the elements that the original had. And it was boring. And to
Hmm.
make Pet Cemetery, anything in that lineage, boring to me,
It's
it's
hard, I feel. Like, yeah,
crazy.
how do you do that? Uh,
So that's on the opposite end.
mhm.
What makes a good prequel to me is sticking with the overall, like, I guess, like tone
Mhm.
of the story you're trying to tell. Now, with X and Pearl, those are two very different stories,
Extremely.
but it's also an origin story. So I think that works. But like,
Yeah, that's interesting. I want to talk about that when we get there.
yeah, I have a specific example of what made one of our movies an amazing prequel. So I'm going to try to save that. But I just think if you take the story and give it another element, sometimes if you give it a different twist,
Yeah.
don't copy and paste.
Yeah, see, when you say like it's got to have the same tone, I don't know if I feel like you got to take a big swing with the example
That's
of Pearl
fair.
and X. Like if it had been another slasher prequel and just like I don't know if I'd be so into it without it being so
Different.
different. It's almost like it's the
Yeah,
same genre. It's still a horror movie, but it's like a different flavor.
it
And
it is very much a different flavor.
mhm.
And when I said that, I realized I was being hypocritical
But I
because
know what you're talking about. Like it has to keep the same like oh, what's
well,
the
you don't want
word?
it to
Like
feel like it's being made, and sometimes maybe it is being made by different people, but with Ty
yeah.
West, it was the same. Now,
Yes, which is crazy.
he had another screenwriter, which we'll talk about
Mhm.
in Pearl, but um I don't know. I can't even talk about Pearl right now, but
I can't wait to talk about Pearl.
I
Are
can't
you?
wait to talk about it.
Oh my God.
But I don't know. I think it just depends on the story, honestly. Like I think
Mhm.
um we can talk about what each of these, I suppose, although one of them I've not seen the original. So I don't know if that'll be helpful,
I'm
but
trying to like find a prequel that I actually
I know, I can't think. Why can't
really
I think of a
hate.
prequel?
So one that I almost picked was The First Omen, which I think is a good example of a really well done prequel that while the story isn't necessarily groundbreaking, like it's the Antichrist again, like the same as The Omen, but they really nailed the lead actress and they really nailed like a really good script.
Hmm.
Um, and
Ooh,
I feel like that made a really great sequel.
okay. So I think it depends on what story they're telling
Hmm.
because it's usually an origin of a character. So I just
Right.
Googled a bunch of prequels and I got Wonka, which is how Wonka became Wonka.
Horrendous,
Um,
by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and step in that arena and tell you my everyone knows I don't love Timothy Chalamet. Wonka is a movie that I don't know why it
I
exists.
don't either, but I didn't hate it. I
Oh, I
don't
hated
need
it.
to watch it ever again, but I didn't
I
hate it.
don't want to watch it ever again.
Um, we also have the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Yes.
Again, that's telling the story of a character from the original series.
That's what, see, okay, when we've got it doesn't hurt that the original story is so well written and so beloved, and the characters they're going to, I mean, just like the Harry Potter characters, they're going to stand the test of time, and they're classics at this point. Like
Hmm.
everyone knows who Katniss Everdeen is. For her to continuously be able to go back and do prequel after prequel, and it's good and like that's on an
So
incredible
good.
storyteller, you know?
Yes.
So that's what we
That's
have
yeah,
there.
I agree. You also have like I'm not gonna touch the aliens and stuff, but
Yeah, that's
um
a
Saw X.
okay, yeah.
Again, it's just, and this is telling a story that just happened before. I guess it honestly it just depends on the story.
It does.
It depends on what the people want to know about because we'll talk we'll talk about when we get to Pearl, but Pearl was never really supposed to exist. It was an accident.
Okay. That
And
makes it more special for me to
yeah,
know. How about Annabelle Creation? One we've already talked about, and one that we actually really love.
yeah, we did.
I think that's also a product of a lot of good choices.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, yeah, like you have something that's already existed.
mhm.
You and you have questions about why it's there.
Yeah,
Like
like okay, so
why,
what questions are we trying to answer when we get to a prequel? I
yeah,
want to know what makes the villain, whether that
that.
is an event or maybe they're just a demon and that's just what they are and
Hmm.
there's no explanation
Yeah, with
for that.
the two that I picked are pretty obvious. It's like what makes Esther bad, what made
Hmm.
Pearl bad,
Yeah.
and but with yours is a little like you're gonna have to explain a little bit of it for me.
I chose one that honestly is just I chose one because it's better than the original movie, which doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
And I
I
chose
mean
the
both of them?
other, actually, I won't say that it's better than the original movie because I might get stabbed to death by someone, but I think it improves on the original franchise in a lot of really amazing ways. And it illustrates what I want to see in horror, specifically prequels and sequels. But we'll talk about that when
Hmm.
we get there.
Yeah.
I feel like I say that a lot every episode. We'll talk about that when we get there.
I do too, because there's a lot of things I could say right now, but we're not talking about those movies. So let's
Uh,
just get into it.
We started doing that because we jump off onto tangents frequently. So I think that's how we control ourselves.
Hmm.
Go us adapting.
Yeah, we're reining ourselves in.
Yeah. So that means you start first today, right? Since you want to end.
No, you would start.
I do this. So I also do this every time. One of these fucking days, I will. Okay. So if I am starting, I think I will. I'm going to start with the prequel that I chose that I think improves so much on the original movie that it's bonkers. And that's Ouija, Origin of Evil.
Okay.
Also, and I said this before, Ouija is also a correct pronunciation. I went to the Ouija Museum in Salem and I asked the curator, how do you pronounce this fucking word? And she's like, either way is totally fine. So,
That's
Ouija,
cool.
Ouija, Origin of Evil came out 2016. This one's rated PG-13 and it is an hour and 39 minutes long. Our synopsis. In 1967 Los Angeles, a widowed mother's daughter tries to communicate with her late father through a Ouija board, but unleashes a demon instead. Tale as old as time.
Mm.
Our tagline, uh, which I hate, and I want to know who wrote this. When you talk to the other side, you never know who will be listening. That is the most vague milquetoast tagline for a Ouija board movie I've ever heard. It's
Yeah.
terrible. Our director is the love of the podcast, Mike Flanagan.
Mm-hmm.
Our notable cast. You will hear some Flanafam in here. We
Oh,
have
yeah.
Elizabeth Reeser, who plays Alice. She was in Twilight as Esme.
Oh, yeah.
The Haunting of Hill House, Dark Harvest, and Nightmare Cinema, which is a horror anthology I will always recommend. We have Lulu Wilson, who plays Doris. You may know her from The Haunting of Hill House as well as Young Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
She played the child version of Elizabeth Reeser's character.
Yeah, it's so funny. I made this note, but watching this, I was like, man, they casted a great actress to be her daughter because she looks like she could be. And then I was like, bitch, they played the same character.
Exactly.
That's why.
It's uncanny.
Honestly. And she's, I mean, I guess, probably a couple years between this and Hill House, which she grew exponentially.
Yeah.
In Hill House because she was super tall, but
yes.
And she just seemed a lot older, but like even now, like younger, she even looks more like her.
I think it's crazy.
Yeah.
They have to be related. She was also in the Fall of the House of Usher. She was in Becky, Sharp Objects, which if you haven't read or seen Sharp Objects,
I know.
It is the epitome of Southern Gothic horror, and it's not even horror, it's horrendous. It's just Southern Gothic, and you gotta see/read it.
Okay.
She was also in Annabelle Creation, which I just mentioned. Another amazing prequel.
Yeah.
We have Annalise Basso, who plays Lena. She was in The Life of Chuck, and we just talked about her as young Kaylee in Oculus, another Mike Flanagan film.
She was very good in this.
Yes. Yeah, I actually really liked her in this movie. And then we have our beloved Henry Thomas, who plays Father Tom. You may know him from E.T., The Fall of the House of Usher, Pet Sematary Bloodlines, which we didn't pick.
I don't think I remember him being in that.
He's in it. The Midnight Club, Midnight Mass, Bly Manor, and The Haunting of Hill House. Also, the weirdest motorcycle jacket wearer I've ever experienced. Quick story, Kendall and I went to a horror convention last year in Nashville, and he was there, and I was too creeped out to go talk to him because I've literally never seen a person wear a motorcycle jacket with the triangle flap zipped all the way to the top.
I wanted to approach and take a picture or meet him or whatever so bad, but something about him icked me out.
I'm telling you, it's the jacket.
Circled him so many times. Shane said, I have locked eyes with him so many times. We have to stop walking by this man.
I know.
I was like, I'm sorry. Don't look at him.
I love that Shane immediately picked up what the problem was. He said he's giving you the ick, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, how'd you know?
I think he gives him the ick. So.
Okay, good. I bet that was a shared... Yeah, nothing against Henry Thomas. I love everything that he's in. I don't know what was going on that day. We trusted our gut.
He plays a good creep a lot of the time.
Unfortunately. He died with his dick out.
I
At least
didn't
once.
trust him in this, and all he did was
Me neither. And
be a
that's
priest.
because we watched
Gerald's Game.
Gerald's Game. Yes. That's why. You can't do that and then play a priest. We can't do that.
No, which he played a priest and then did that. But
That's true. Shit.
yeah.
We also have Doug Jones. Jesus Christ, I love Doug Jones. He plays the ghoul, Marcus. You may know him from Hellboy. He plays Abraham or The Shape of Water, one of my favorite monster fucker movies of all time. And Pan's Labyrinth, he plays the Fawn. He is our generation's character actor. Doug Jones has been in more movies than you realize. You've seen him a lot. And then, of course, because this is a Mike Flanagan film, we have Kate Siegel, who plays Jenny. We talked about her in Hush, and she's in all of Mike Flanagan's films. She is also a filmmaker in her own right, and we love her to death.
Did you listen to that podcast?
I did not. My bad. But what is it? It's hold on, I think I might have it.
Flanagan.
Flanagan's Wake.
Yeah.
It's Flanagan's Wake, a Mike Flanagan podcast.
She's absolutely ridiculous in the best way.
She's hilarious.
She posted on her Instagram. I didn't tell my publicist I was doing this, so there's a lot of Exorcist and Carrie spoilers. And guess what? April Fool's, was it April Fool's Day? I don't know. It might have been April Fool's Day, but I was like, "Oh, Misty, let's listen to this." Her spoilers were like BS spoilers, just because she does not take herself seriously.
She's a troll. I love her.
She was a troll. She was because they listened to this podcast, and she said, "We listened, and you had Rahul." She says Rahul, which I guess is the way you pronounce it. She says you had Rahul on here, and it pissed me off that I stormed out of the room. And Mike called them and was like, "Hey, can Kate come on?" And they're like, "Of course Kate can." And so she's like, "Yeah," like which I love that because she and Rahul are really great friends.
Yeah,
she called him her bestie or something, and
that tracks.
But she was pissed because he got to talk to them, and she wanted to, so she threw a fit and she
got her way.
I feel
like that happens often with Kate Siegel. I do have to quickly shout out her in the recent documentary 1000 Women in Horror. It's on Shudder, or if you have AMC Plus, it's on there as well. It's I watch a lot of documentaries, especially those kind, because they're on Shudder a lot. Yeah. This one is ahead above the rest. It's such an incredible documentary, and just to listen to Kate Siegel's birth story really just kind of changed my whole year round. And it really did something for me. It was incredible. Anyway, yeah. So this movie is a prequel to Ouija, which came out in 2014. I have not rewatched it in a very long time for good reason. It is a horrible movie. It is. It's
a Flanagan movie. It makes you feel horrible.
No.
In the best way.
Ouija, the original Ouija is.
I thought you meant sad.
No, my bad. No, the original Ouija movie is not a good movie. It's not directed by Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
I want to say it is when Hasbro was starting to make their toy movies.
Yeah.
I think it is an official Hasbro toy movie.
Yeah.
It's very bad. Horrible.
I've never actually seen it.
You should probably watch it just so you can have your own opinion on it. But
yeah.
I remember being hesitant to watch this prequel because I was not on board with Mike Flanagan yet. I didn't know who he was.
No, we didn't know who he was yet.
So this, in 2016, 3 of his movies came out. It was this, I think, Hush, and then what was the other one? Before I Wake?
Yeah.
Those all came out in 2016. I feel like that's when he was just like really starting to ramp up his film career until Netflix hired him and he could do what he wanted to do. And he really showed us.
Thank God.
Yes, he really showed us who he is. So I was really hesitant to watch this prequel because why the hell, and this is the what I will posit, why the hell would I watch a prequel to a shitty movie?
Yes, period.
Mhm.
Why?
When you have the opportunity to redeem yourself, you should redeem yourself. And thankfully, they did. They hired an incredibly competent director um, who had a good script and made a sequel that, while it's not one of my favorite horror movies, it's not something that I'll go
Yeah.
to rewatch, is so head and shoulders above the original movie, and I don't
Yeah.
think that happens often. Um, it really succeeded for me.
I had to like I've never seen Ouija. I never cared to. I've never
Hmm.
seen this movie. I'm really glad that I have because it's Mike Flanagan.
Of course, gotta watch all of it.
I actually forget that this existed, and I did not know about the other one
Hmm.
until today. Um, but yeah, it's so incredible to me to watch this movie and think that sorry for all the throat clearing. I have been sick. Because it's
You're
springtime.
forgiven.
But
Yeah,
um it's just incredible because like he was not known
yeah,
really. Like this was his like second, third, what however, no one knew about him.
yeah. This is the very beginning of his like um feature film career.
And it's so crazy because you can see pieces of his work, literally
Yes.
and metaphorically, in all of his other things. Like I saw Hill House, which
Yep.
I guess Hill
You
House,
can hear
this
Hill
was in Hill House.
House.
You can hear the Newton brothers.
Yes, the soundtrack is almost identical. It's
I
like you can
heard
hear
it
the baby
and
steps of the Hill House
yes,
score.
yes, I heard it and I was like, this is the fucking Newton brothers. I
Yep.
know it. I looked it up and it was.
Yep.
He's used them in a few other things too. But the actual score, like at one point, I was like, this actually sounds like the Hill House score.
Yes. And I mean, this is an incredibly well-written family drama, which
Hmm.
is
Yeah,
Mike Flanagan's bread and butter.
it really is.
Yeah. Basically the plot of this movie is super sad, of course, because it's a Mike Flanagan film. This family, a mother and her two daughters, are trying to survive because their father, her husband, passed away. She is I can't remember, does she work outside of the
Her
home?
her job is no, her job is just being a
A
psychic or
medium.
medium or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. If you know anything about the Fox sisters and the spiritualist movement, they would perform seances in their home and they would have all kinds of little tricks where they would attach things to their feet, their knees, to kind of make noises while they were doing the seance to trick people into think they were ghosts. And they would have magnets and maybe an accomplice and behind a curtain. All of these things appear in the movie Ouija. The mother has seances to contact dead relatives for people, but she does this in a very it really comes from a good place to
Hmm.
kind of have closure for people, and to the point where sometimes she doesn't even accept money for her services. um so while yes, she is being a charlatan, it is with a good intention.
Yeah.
One of the biggest no-nos with a Ouija board
Yep.
um, is that you never open a door without closing it, because you don't know what you're going to invite in. As a matter of fact, I think that was what the main plot point of the original Ouija was. They
I was
didn't
gonna
say
say The
goodbye.
Exorcist too.
Yes,
That's how
she talked,
Pazuzu. Yeah.
and she I say she, the youngest daughter,
Doris.
Doris, is what we are led to believe a natural medium,
Hmm.
and the spirits immediately just come through her. And then she inevitably becomes possessed and then becomes murderous. And the movie kind of goes off the rails for me at the end. I don't enjoy the ending of this movie. Um, but then I have to think, okay, this is Hasbro. This is Mike Flanagan making a studio film. These things probably had to happen in the movie. So whatever, it's fine. I picked this prequel because it is a good example of how you can improve on a shitty movie.
I love that. It's a great example that is different than the other ones.
And there are some
That
things
we
that are
chose.
really interesting in this movie, it's especially like in reference to the Ouija board. I love that she sees the spirits through the planchette. I thought that was a really cool gimmick. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that before. Like that's
Mhm.
how she sees the spirits. That is, of course, terrifying and open to jump scares. It reminded me a lot of like the pacing and like the jump scares in this movie reminded me a lot of Oculus.
Yes. Also, I think because the majority of it was in one location, which was a house.
Yeah.
I think that also, but also watching this movie, I was like, okay, this was literally 10 years ago, but I feel like this was almost his audition in a way to do The Exorcist.
Yes. Yes.
Like it's very similar, obviously. It actually reminds me of The Possession, which we just talked about. Is it
Yeah.
Possession or The Possession?
The Possession.
The Possession. I'll never get that right.
It's okay because if you accidentally watch Possession, you're still gonna have a great time.
Truly, truly. Yeah, one has Jeffrey Dean Morgan, one has Sam Neill.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
but yeah, I was like, okay, well, not that I had ever doubted him doing The Exorcist, but if I did watch this movie.
I cannot control my excitement for that movie. I'm biting at the bars of my cage. Like between that and Werewolf, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself.
Carrie.
And Carrie.
Carrie's coming this year, I believe.
Yeah.
Which Kate Siegel directed an episode of Carrie.
Oh God.
I'm excited about that. I had God. It's yes. I need a horror show like that once a year. Like we had Welcome to Derry last year.
Yes.
I need this. And I'm not talking Stranger Things.
We've got Interview with a Vampire this year. So
Oh my God, we do. Oh my God, I forgot. That's like soonish.
yes, like I think June.
April or May? June. Okay.
I think it's June.
I'll be okay.
Off subject, I read a post the other day that was like, by the way, we had never seen the real estate except the last episode of season 2 when Louis went and saw him in the house in New Orleans during the hurricane. Because every other time we've seen Lestat was through the retelling of Louis in the book. So it was written by Daniel, told by Louis, and then the Talamasca edited that book heavily. So we've never met the real Lestat. Except when he asked Louis if he hurt himself. And now we're going to get the real Lestat this season. And
stop it.
I know.
I'm getting goosebumps.
I know, I did too.
I'm going to have to add that to the list of shows I have to watch again because I have to watch House of Dragon. I have to watch The Boys. I have to watch Interview with the Vampire.
Yes. Oh, for you.
There's something else I know.
It's like all the most terrible shows that I've ever been made.
Boo-hoo.
Well, you have to watch Welcome to Derry this month as well. So.
Oh shit, we do.
God. Oh man.
Darn.
God. Anyway,
if you want to know why, you should subscribe to our Patreon.
You should.
2 Girls, 1 Crypt.
But yeah, I don't have much to say about this one. I remember it. What 2016? I remember it being way scarier to me in 2016 than it is now. I think some of the special effects are really cheesy. For a while there, we were doing the big wide open mouth thing. That was scary for some reason.
That was scary. It was.
But this is your first time seeing it. So
yeah,
it is a scary first time thing.
That last shot in the hospital that got me. I was like, okay, that was a nice like little like kiss off, you know?
Yeah, it was kind of, it was very Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
needy
Why
in
was
the
she on the
psychiatric
ceiling?
ward.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I will say Elizabeth Reeser, I don't think I like give her enough credit for her acting
Mm-hmm.
because I am stuck on the to use Misty's term, milk toast of Esme Cullen.
Yeah.
And then you see her as a completely different person in Shirley, which
Yeah.
you famously did not realize it was the same person for a long time.
Did not.
And then you see her in this, and it's like she looks like a completely different person
She
because
does.
she's happy and actually smiling in this. And I don't think Cheryl like ever really smiled.
No, she was never happy.
That's a good fucking actress.
She is. I think she's underutilized. And I'm
Yes.
glad that Mike Flanagan picked her up and puts her in
Mhm.
things because I think she
Um,
deserves more work.
Same with Lulu.
Yeah.
Lulu, so good in this. She was good in Annabelle Creation.
Yes.
She was fun in Hill House. She didn't have a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
And she also had a very small role in Usher, but
Yeah.
she was amazing in this. Like she was so, 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 so good. Also, the bloody Ouija at the end, inspired.
Because, by the way, you can make a talking board, a spirit board with anything. You don't have to have a pre-made from a factory planchette and, um, you know, board with letters on it. You can make it out of anything that you want.
Yeah,
People famously will use a glass as the planchette
that's smart. Yeah.
to move, and you can just write letters on a table. You can write symbols, however you want to have the spirit talk to you. Whether you can put word, it doesn't matter. Do you believe that Ouija boards are actually an effective way to talk to the spirit world? Do you think they're real?
No,
I
but I've
don't either.
never used one.
Me
Um,
neither.
I've never seen a medium.
Me neither.
I have a friend who did, a
I
very close
desperately
friend.
want to.
I do too, and I never wanted to until my friend did. Um, she saw one recently, and she actually, the first people who came to her were the brothers of two of our friends who had passed away.
Hmm.
And some of the things that she said, one of them said, really just sounded just like him. And so it really made me a believer.
I will see a medium through recommendations like that. Like, I will see a medium if a friend can truly vouch, not in a weird, like, I can tell it's hokey and they're cold reading you type of
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Because I'm very agnostic about basically everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very open to the possibility of that being real and possible, but the thought of like someone pretending to speak to my dead dad would absolutely send me into a fit of rage.
Hmm.
So I would
Yeah.
never, just see a medium, but I am open to the possibility of it being legit. Like,
Hmm.
if would I buy a Ouija board? Yeah, I'm not afraid of those things. If that's, the conversation. I'm not afraid of a Ouija board. I'm not afraid of opening up to a demon or an evil spirit to come and haunt me. We kind of talked about this when we talked about cursed objects. Um,
Yeah.
but
True.
I am open to believe that maybe it is a way to speak to the spirit world if the spirit world is even something that exists. I don't know.
Hmm.
But I'm open to believing it.
I'm also open to just about anything,
Yeah,
but I'm also a pretty superstitious person when it comes to stuff. So I think a part of me would not fuck with a Ouija board.
that's valid. The just
Um,
in case
just in
thing.
case, because
Hmm.
I'm very much a superstitious, like blow my cinnamon at the first of the month,
Yeah.
type thing. Um,
I feel like I fucked my own life up so much. I don't need to worry about a demon coming in here and doing anything.
See, I am riding pretty good on some karma, good karma right
Good.
now. And I truly, truly believe in karma.
So don't fuck
Yeah,
that up. Don't touch a
don't fuck
Ouija
that
board
now.
then.
No.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
what's your first choice? Because I'm done with Ouija.
let's see. Oh God. I picked two really good
You
ones.
really did.
I really did. My first one, let's go visit Orphan.
Why not? That is her name, by the way.
For all intents and purposes, this episode we will be referring to the main character in the Orphan series, Esther, as Orphan in honor of our good friend Ron, who only refers to her as Orphan and will correct you if you call her. I would say her government name, but that's not her government name. If you call her Esther,
we don't know what her government name is, probably, actually.
I think they said it.
Did they?
I thought they said it. I wanted to say Lena, but that's the name of the character in Ouija. It's something like that.
I'll believe you.
Okay. So we are talking Orphan First Kill from 2022. It's rated R and it's an hour and 39 minutes. Synopsis: after orchestrating a brilliant escape from an Estonian psychiatric facility, Esther travels to America by impersonating the missing daughter of a wealthy family. Tagline: there's always been something wrong with Esther.
I like that.
Me too. The director, William Brent Bell, The Boy, and The Devil Inside are his projects. In case we need to disclaim, this is the prequel to Orphan from 2007.
2007
or 9?
Correct.
2009.
Yes, my bad. Yes, this movie takes place in 2007.
Yes.
There is no stated date for when the original Orphan takes place. So, yeah.
But I think it's supposed to be 2 years before.
Just a couple. Yeah, it can't be long because of the nature of the main character.
So our notable cast. We have Isabel Furman, who plays Orphan, Esther, Orphan. She was in Orphan, The Hunger Games' is Clove, and the upcoming, thank God, Orphan 3.
Yes. She also got a credit as an executive producer for this movie, for the prequel. Good for her. Because let me tell you, the entire Orphan franchise, which is, I guess, what they're reaching for, hinges on Isabel.
I can't. I can't with her.
You can't recast this actress.
No.
And even though her stature and her face looks younger than her age, because she's like in her 30s, and yeah, maybe she does look older in this than she does in the original. I fully applaud all the people working on this movie for keeping her as Orphan and doing whatever they have to do practically to make her look how old she's supposed to be in the movie.
I will say that I watched Orphan and then immediately watched this the first time I watched it. And watching it this time with some space in between this and the original, her being close to her 30s, or I think she was in her mid-20s at this point, is not as jarring. She doesn't look quite as old as I remember her looking before, and it's because she was like 12 years old versus
and this is 11 years between the original movie and a prequel. Like, that's insane. And you're using the same actress to play the same. That's crazy. And they made it work.
It shouldn't have worked, but it worked so well. And not only that, and we still have cast to get through, but not only that, this movie looks like it was made in 2007.
It does.
Like the filter, it looks like Orphan.
It does.
That is not lost on me.
I will never get over, and I'm sure we'll gush about this for about an hour. I'll never get over how good this prequel is.
Me either.
I was shocked.
Still. So we have Julia Stiles, who plays Trisha. She is known for many things, but we only really care about 10 Things I Hate About You and Dexter.
That's all I care about.
She fucking kills this.
Again,
she is so good.
An actress that I think going into this, and I was like, Julia Stiles.
And this was direct to Peacock or Paramount Plus. It was direct to Paramount Plus. So I was like, okay.
And I love Julia Stiles because
yeah.
Kat from 10 Things I Hate About You is just one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. But I was not expecting what she gave in this movie.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
We also have Rossif Sutherland, who plays Alan. He was in Keeper and Possessor. That man is fine as fuck.
I'll give you that.
I think I enjoyed watching him.
Especially playing a dad. Yeah. Yeah. I like that too. Okay. If I have to give a man a compliment, I guess I fucking will. I'll give it to this one.
I saw a post the other day. It was someone was filming. Did I freeze?
For a second.
Okay. Can you still hear me, I guess?
I can still hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone was filming these shirtless guys playing volleyball, and the caption said, "Men are so hot, it really sucks that they're dumb, or it sucks that they suck," or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
I feel that on a
it really is
level.
A bummer.
I just saw a video today of like this. I get the most random shit on Instagram sometimes since I quit TikTok. Like my reels are a little weird. But it was a reel of like, Jesus Christ, just these men in China that were doing this like it's not a gondola, it's like the thing that you pick up and you sit on and like 4 men carry it, like a whatever that is.
I don't know what that's called, but I know what you're talking about.
They'll carry you like up a mountain, but they're bodybuilders and like they have no clothes on, and I was like, I hate that I like this. I
know, it's so annoying. It's so annoying.
It really is. That's so off topic. Sorry.
We have Matthew Finlan, who plays Gunnar. He was in Hell of a Summer, which I don't remember him, but that's
me
fine.
neither. But
yeah,
he's kind of whatever in this movie. I mean, I feel like he plays his part well.
Mm-hmm.
But he's whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, this movie starts off with Orphan in a psychiatric ward, and it is very known to everyone there that she is a 30-year-old woman who, by the way, spoiler for the original Orphan.
Yeah.
A little too late, but I feel like everyone knows that now.
When you watch the original Orphan, did you expect that plot twist? Like, was that surprising to you? Because it certainly was to me.
I can't remember. I feel like, because I watched Orphan late in life, but I feel like I don't think I got spoiled, but I also was just like, oh, okay, she's a woman. But also I think it hurt because Isabel Furman was an actual child.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, she's a child. But here it works. So that's just how my brain is.
So you know how she wears like the choker around her neck? And like I thought the twist was gonna be like the girl with the green ribbon.
Yes.
I thought her head was gonna fall off or something.
I wish.
And like I remember not knowing what the hell was going to happen in that movie and finding out that she was an actual adult. I was crazy. Shocked. Yeah, crazy twist.
So yeah, she has a form of dwarfism that makes her look young, and obviously she's child size. And she escapes this psychiatric ward, and she's very clever. Yes. And she looks up some news articles, and she looks up this article about this missing child named Esther, whose family, she went missing, and she's like, oh, I can infiltrate this family and become their long lost child and come up with a story and become Esther. And so that's what she did.
Yeah. Which is wild.
It is. Also, the beginning with that like security guy who she like lures into her cell by trying to see him.
Definitely a pedophile.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely. Because he knows she's an adult, but he likes that.
He likes that she looks like a child.
That's how I feel about regular sized people who are into little people.
Interesting.
I think it's weird. I cannot think about the mechanics of intimacy with a little person's body without, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
I just
yeah.
can't. It might be a hot take.
That's interesting.
Mm.
I never thought of that.
And I know, like, and I feel weird about that because little people are fully adults, like, and they fully make their own decisions. Like, I'm not trying to infantilize them at all,
Yes.
but I think,
I think not all of them, because I'm thinking of Peter Dinklage, and
Mhm.
that's an attractive man.
and his
Very much a man.
full size. I get it. I do. My brain.
I don't think you're 100% wrong, though. I think that's
Yeah,
an
I don't think I'm
interesting
100%
point.
right at all. I just it's just seeing this fictional portrayal of a man
There's
who is
definitely
into
cases. Yeah.
a woman who has dwarfism because he gives her a little girl dress, right? He gives her
Yeah.
like, and he likes watching her put the little girl dress on. Like, you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah. Gross.
mm, that's my hot take corner. Everyone can be mad at me. That's cool.
I like it. So she finds this rich ass family, which is Julia Stiles and the hot dad and the milk toast son
An orphan.
and an orphan. An orphan. And they're like, oh, Esther, and like they, bring her into her old childhood home, and she's like trying to, it's very much different than the original because you are seeing like the veil is been pulled back and you're seeing her
Yes. You know she's
as,
pretending to be a
yes,
child. We
as the
know
con
she's an
artist.
adult. Yeah.
She will like say something and they'll be like, what? And she'll be like, oh, you stupid idiot, like to herself.
Yeah,
And
because
so it's really
she
cool.
doesn't have like all of the details of what she's
Yeah.
supposed. Because so Esther has been missing for what, a couple years? Like,
Yeah.
is it like 4-ish years?
Four-ish.
So,
Yeah.
but I can't remember, but I know she went missing.
She went missing
She was very young,
very young.
but
So
old enough to
she's
remember
older.
some things.
Yes. I think she was supposed to be like five-ish or something.
Yeah, I think so.
So some shit happens. And was it Esther who killed the detective, or was it
Oh, Esther killed the detective. Yeah, she
Esther
went to
killed
his
the
house,
detective?
I think.
And mom, Julia Stiles, mid movie twist, which put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Mom is not a good guy. Mom actually is covering up the fact that Milquetoast's son was the one that killed the original Esther. And she covered it up because she didn't want to lose
Her
both
precious
kids.
boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she just told her husband and everybody else that the kid went missing. So she has known from the beginning that Orphan is not actually Esther.
Which is such a fucking wild thing to happen because it's played that Julia Stiles is a mother in mourning for and she plays this mother and the son who
Yes.
I said is whatever in this movie, but he also plays very well that
Yeah, they're acting.
yes, and they're so good at it.
And we don't see it until they tell us, which is great because then all of this up until then, you're like, that fucking bitch knew from the moment they said, hey, we found your daughter.
It's not her daughter. She knew that there was a con artist in her house and she
But
played it. Oh my God. I remember watching that the first because I again, this is another why would I watch the 10 years later, how the hell same actress?
First of all, why? Why was this made?
Thank
Second
you.
of all,
Yes.
it again, straight to streaming. This was a straight to streaming sequel.
Which is crazy.
10 years later, same actress from a child to an adult.
Playing a child still.
What? It's a prequel to it? Like, what is going on? Why? But this movie is so freaking good.
It's incredible.
This is how, and I think I said it. I said, um, uh,
It's your second to last note, I think.
let's see. The twist is how you do a prequel. I'm pretty sure we just assumed it would be the first one recycled, and the twist elevates it because in this movie, you were in the very end, it becomes mom and son versus orphan. As it, I mean, it kind of was that in the original one too, because she falls in love with the dad
Yeah. She was
again.
falling in love with the dad in this one too.
Yeah, both of
She's a
them.
horny woman.
She's a 30-year-old woman who probably hasn't really had anything going on for her.
Yeah, other than pedophiles, probably.
Exactly. Ew, yeah, exactly. So she, it's her versus mom and son again. However, you're rooting for her this time. Like I was.
Yes,
I was rooting
because,
for her.
and I'll tell you why. I want to talk about a couple of things about this script and this story. The whole mother knowing that the son killed the little girl is very reminiscent of the Jean-Benet Ramsey case, and the
Fuck.
theories around what actually happened to Jean-Benet and what's the brother's name?
Yeah.
Starts with a B. Anyway, everyone thinks the brother did it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what the script is inspired by.
Okay.
I also want to talk a little bit about Natalia Grace.
We have to.
Because I remember watching the documentary of Natalia, which is just, it's a fucking train wreck.
I don't even know what to believe. That whole thing is a fucking mess and a nightmare.
Yes, and I don't know if it's what's the word? It's a very consciously done documentary. Like it's not ethically done. It doesn't matter who's lying in that documentary. The fact that Natalia Grace was a 9-year-old little girl who was made to live on her own, fucking crazy. Everyone failed her. Whatever she is a product of all the adults that abused her in her life.
So to very quickly sum up the Natalia Grace for anyone who does not know, Natalia Grace was adopted by a family who thought they thought they were being Estered.
Yes.
They thought that they absolutely saw this movie and was inspired by it, I think, and thought that this little girl was a woman. And so they made her live on her own, and she was actually 9 years old.
9. It is, I can't even think about it, because then when you look at the pictures of her, that's a little girl. It breaks my heart to absolute pieces. But you would watch this movie and think, oh, surely this case inspired the movie Orphan, because it's so similar. Like even the threatening with weapons and falling in love with the dad. And no, what actually happened is these shitty adoptive parents saw Orphan and used this story to get rid of their adoptive daughter that they no longer wanted to care for, because she had a lot of very expensive medical needs.
She had dwarfism, didn't she?
Yes,
no?
She has a form of dwarfism, and I don't remember which specific type.
Yeah,
but she needed a lot of surgery on her feet.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to care for her anymore, so they abused her physically and psychologically, and used this movie, or not this one specifically, Orphan, the original, as inspiration for how they were gonna, and it worked. And I think that's crazy.
Crazy stuff.
Anyway.
So famously, there is a scene in this that I have talked about before. It still remains effective. I did not remember everything about it. So I'm gonna do a little backstory on this scene because I forgot about this. So Orphan befriends a rat, which everyone who listens should probably already know how I feel about rats. I
thought we made some headway last time.
I was about to say
step or two.
I was about to say I've been coming around to
Okay.
rats in a hole. They use them a lot in horror movies.
Yeah, just the way you say the
As-
word just shows me where you are.
Rat,
Rats.
rats. It's the way they're used.
I know. It's
So
not fair.
Terrifier 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Saw X. We just talked about it. Yeah.
So she befriends this rat that lives in a grate in her wall in her room. And it's very sweet. She feeds this rat,
Yeah.
whatever. And
It's her little friend.
after mom finds out about Orphan and Orphan finds out about mom, mom, we see put something in a smoothie for Orphan to make her go night night.
Eggs.
And
Scrambled eggs.
oh, it was eggs?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
'Cause she put the
I said
plate.
smoothie because yes, it was eggs. She puts it in her eggs, and Orphan doesn't want to eat it, so she gives it her rat friend. Giant rat, by the way.
Mhm.
The rat, she finds out later, died.
Mhm.
So she's like, oh, this fucking bitch tried to kill me or tried to drug me or whatever. So in the morning, she wakes up, she makes this beautiful breakfast for her parents. She's like, oh, mommy, daddy, blah, 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 blah. And the whole time, Julia Stiles is like, this fucking bitch. Like, she knows
she's
that
up to
she's
something.
a fake, right?
Yeah.
So she's like, here, mommy, I made your smoothie. And she's like, no, thank you. And she's like, mommy, I made it for you. Because she calls her mummy.
I love it.
The love. And she's like, I don't want your smoothie. And her dad's like, drink the smoothie. And so she drinks the smoothie.
Mhm.
She drinks the smoothie and she like makes a face. And then she pours the smoothie in the sink. Hold on. And the dead rat. Oh, the dead rat was in the smoothie. Oh my God. It's so gross. It's so gross.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Your eyes are watering.
They are. I gagged. It's so disgusting. Cause like everyone smelled a dead rat or a dead mouse.
Mhm.
That is what that probably tasted like. And I literally, this is the way I'm reacting now is so much better than it used to be. But it's so gross.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
But it's still effective, is what my note was. If you can't tell, it's so nasty.
It's disgusting. It's a rotting, dead, poisoned rat.
Mm-hmm.
The thought of, I think I remember like it being blended first time around for some reason. I didn't remember it just being a whole rat in the cup.
I remember the whole rat.
I hate that it's so hard.
I remember the whole
for you to
rat
say.
in the sink.
Because it falls
And
out
I
with
just
like a thud.
and the is like a spinach and shit, so it's like green and brown, you know. And then this fucking giant ass rat falls out of it into the sink. Oh my God, it's so gross. Like
It is.
I watch grosser shit, y'all, and the fact that this is making me gag right now is so dumb.
It's not.
my
It's
God.
absolutely foul to think about. I think that is a natural reaction that your body has.
Okay.
That is very healthy,
Thank you.
Kendall, because guess who's going to probably survive the plague and who's not? Like, the person who loves rats is not going to survive the plague. I'll tell you that.
Well, I think it all has to do with my sense of smell is very, very strong. And that triggers a lot of gagging for me all the time. And I think like I have smelled dead mice before. Like I've, in my home, I've had like a mouse that has died and you're like, oh, what's that? I feel like everyone has probably smelled that. And that is what I equate to that smoothie.
No,
You know what I
totally.
mean?
To the point where I almost don't know how she drank it without knowing the rat was in there. Like, I feel like I would move the straw and be like, nah,
Well,
something's in there.
she didn't know the rat was in there. She knew something was in there. And when she
Yeah.
drank it, she probably got, and then poured it. But yeah, so we've moved past that. Um, glad we're able to talk about it. um, oh, also at the beginning of the movie, when the psychologist is going to like visit Orphan and that man frisks her, I made a note. Every time a man frisks a woman on TV, my butthole clenches
Yep.
because I just immediately, okay, men, if you're listening and you don't already know,
Mm-hmm.
I automatically just think that he is going to inappropriately touch this woman.
Assault
This
her.
man did
Yes.
not. This man did not. All he did was frisk her.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a
Because he's
man
scared of her.
frisks a woman, I think something bad is going to happen to her physically. And
Yeah, because it does every day. That's why.
That's just, yeah. Let's see. There's something else. I guess that's all that I really had.
Oh, we do have one major thing. We
You have
have
a
a
few
new
things, yeah.
inductee to the Bad Girls
Oh,
Club.
official, yes.
Yeah. Orphan is officially inducted into the Bad Girls Club.
She is.
Because
I had her on the list, but we hadn't talked to her, so she
Yeah.
hasn't been officially presented yet. Yeah.
and while we don't necessarily condone her actions, I don't necessarily condone Rhoda's actions either, but she's the president, so she's a bad girl.
Yeah, same with Megan. Like
Yeah,
Megan
I was literally about to say, yeah, Megan too.
like we're the Bad Girls Club is not really for good girls. So
Exactly. You know what? You're right, Kendall. That's
yeah,
exactly what
we don't have to condone their actions. They're bad girls.
Yes.
But yeah,
Esther is an inaugural member.
Esther is going to slit Rhoda's throat so she can be president.
I just imagine a cage fight with those two, and
I was thinking the same thing, Misty.
because Rhoda is she's such a narcissist, and she just cannot fathom anyone being bigger and better than her, and I think she would fight to the death. She would be just flabbergasted that anyone would try to come for her title.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Esther is such a conniving, smart, like survivalist.
Yeah.
She's got her work cut out for her.
We need to spin something that will allow us to pick a remake of The Bad Seed. Because I'm ready to revisit that story.
I mean,
Like a
do we
decade.
have remakes
There's
on our wheel?
We've done remakes before. I don't know if it's on there again.
Hmm.
We could probably put it back on.
Yeah.
It's been
Because
2 years.
who was in the is it Chloe who's in the remake? Let me see. Because I know
I
it's
feel
someone
like
that we
Rob
know.
Lowe was in it.
Or like McKenna Grace or somebody. Like it's someone like that.
It might be McKenna Grace.
The Bad Seed, Rob Lowe, McKenna Grace. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm in. Yeah. So
yeah.
if remakes are not on the wheel, that's how we're gonna watch it.
I'll add that. Also you have a note about Mup Mup for a grandmother name.
I've never heard it. What is that? Anyone listening, have you ever called a grandmother or know someone or heard someone call their grandmother Mup? Mup. Like
Mup.
What is that? The weirdest one I ever heard was Gaga.
Gaga?
Gaga.
I feel like that's not as weird because, like, I've
That's
heard
a baby
Gaga.
sound. Yeah, that's like a baby sound. I can get that. Like, okay, you can't say whatever, fucking grand anything. Gaga. All right. Mup mup. Where's that come from?
Yeah. No, that's weird.
That's some rich people shit.
I called my grandfather Honey.
I know a Honey as well, a
A
grandfather.
grandfather. Yeah. I called him Honey because I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and my grandmother would always call him Honey. And so I started calling him Honey. So it was Ma and Honey.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Mup. I'm not getting past it.
Mup, stupid. Mup's like a Muppet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What could it possibly be short for?
It's stupid. So yeah, I don't know what the third one's going to entail. Is it another prequel? I saw somewhere where someone was like, how funny would it be if they just kept making prequels,
just go back
and going back as she gets older?
I would love them for that. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about was how they make her look like a child still.
Oh, yes. No, I knew we were missing something important. Please.
It's important. As lovers of practical effects, this movie is that's why we love this movie so much as well. They used let's see, they used forced perspective, and they used a double, an actual child. When you see like the back of Orphan, it's a child. And maybe minimal makeup. There's almost no CGI in this movie to make Orphan look like a child. And she's in her 30s, I think, or at least bridging 30. That's what I'm saying. Like, the effort they went into to have a killer story.
Yeah.
A twist I didn't see coming.
No.
And to make it make sense, to make a prequel to a movie whose whole story like hinges on the twist at the end of Orphan. How the fuck do you make a prequel to that?
That is what I'm saying. This is how you do it. You take the story and you make the person, us, think they're watching the same movie. Why, like I said, why does this exist? This is on a streaming service. This isn't going to be good. Why? This is 10 years later. It's the same actress. Why? Like, for some reason in my brain, I remember her being on her. I was like, she's on her fucking knees.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. She's on her fucking knees. It's going to be like
Shrek the play with Farquaad.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. That's so funny. But no, they throw this twist in because, yes, that's what I'm telling you. Like, give me the same story, but don't give me the same story. Like, you just turned it on its head, and it was so good. It's the
finest of lines, because it is the same.
It is a fine line.
Orphan is Orphan. That's her gimmick. She is pretending to be a child and infiltrating a rich family. And she's then tired of it and wants to fuck the dad. That's it. It's Orphan.
And then you throw in the fact that the mother and the son know that the real Esther is dead, and they are the baddies, and you're rooting for Orphan. It's crazy work.
So I'm going to, because I pulled this up on IMDb in case anyone cares. I know Kendall and I care. The synopsis for Orphan 3, which is in post-production now, is a ruthless con artist targets a wealthy European family, but her scheme hits a snag when someone uncovers her dark past and vows to reveal her true identity. Hot dad in this movie.
Who?
Is Stephen Moyer, who plays Bill in True Blood.
He is not a hot dad. But yeah, okay.
But I think that's the hot dad stand-in in this movie.
Okay.
And again, we have Isabel playing Orphan.
I mean, thank God.
I love it. I love it. And there's a German actress who is playing, I'm assuming, going to be the mother. She was in A Cure for Wellness and Goodnight Mommy. Her name is Suzanne West, Wuest.
Isabel is 29 years old.
Okay. So
right now.
She was in her like mid-20s form.
She's like 24, 25-ish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same director.
Cool.
As Orphan and Orphan 2.
That's all I need to know.
Yep.
So
we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm good.
And same screenwriter as Orphan First Kill.
Just to be 100% transparent, I know you know this, but anyone listening, as soon as we finally spin Creepy Kids, y'all know I'm picking Orphan. So
I think everybody knows that.
I think like there's no other way. Like, that's what we're doing.
What else would you
Uh,
pick?
I don't, yeah. Which, by the way, I watched We Gotta Talk About Kevin or whatever.
Did
Yeah, I
you?
did. Yeah,
We need to talk about Kevin.
we need to talk about Kevin.
Is one of the scariest non-horror movies I've ever seen. And
Mm.
I'm so genuinely connected with the mom character.
Mhm.
And oh God, I don't know. That movie, and that, of course, Ezra playing that character is
Oh
just.
my God.
It's a
Couldn't get any
shame he's an
better.
absolute shitty person in real life because he's an incredible actor.
Mhm.
Him in that role, holy shit.
He was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely perfect. And this small Kevin, the younger
The
Kevin,
little boy, oh my God, so scary.
so good. You know, I love a fucking creepy kid book, The Push. Love that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the push, like, worse, I think.
It is.
Or
No,
baby
truly.
teeth. It's baby teeth with a boy.
Yes. Yes. Baby. You know what ruined Baby Teeth for me?
Hmm.
They made a sequel.
Yeah. So I have that book. Wait, what is it called?
Something Hannah, I
Okay,
think.
no. I have another book written by her,
Oh, okay.
not the sequel, but I haven't read it yet.
This
Oh.
sequel just kind of made
See,
Baby Teeth less creepy
that's an example of something I
because
don't need a sequel to.
she became a phlebotomist,
Okay.
which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting, but like,
Mhm.
it's like, okay, of course.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
actually, I just remembered what happened in that. It's all right.
It's a worthy read if I get bored. If for some reason my TBR does not exceed 1,000 books at some point, I should read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just ask me what happens and I could tell you
That's
because
probably a better idea.
the twist, like there's a spin in it. Honestly, I feel like the someone telling you what happens in it's probably more interesting than reading it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You
Then
know
we
those
will.
books? Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I
Anyway.
don't. Okay, let's move to my second choice because as a dad movie aficionado, I gave myself that title. Um,
Love
one
it.
of my favorite things, and I don't. Okay, I'm gonna preface this for a second. Because you just watched the Predator series, did you not?
So yes, Shane and I for the last several months have been watching in tandem
Hmm.
as they come up aliens and predators.
I love
And
this
it's going
because
in and out as the movies go on. Yeah.
these are two of my Alien is definitely one of my favorite franchises. I won't say the same for Predator, but I
Mhm.
am so interested in the way it's going. Because initially, the Predator movies they're dad movies in like the
They
like
are.
purest sense of the idea. Um they're action
So
movies.
they are, which yes.
Hmm.
So I really wanted to see Predator Badlands.
Hmm.
And we have like the alien show that came out and
Hmm.
like this and that and all these things. And I'm like, I want to see all these, but I need to collectively watch everything and lead up to it.
And I
So
respect you for that.
because and Prey was another one that
Hmm.
I needed to watch all these, which you don't really have to, but
No.
um,
But it
you know,
helps to know the lore of the
yeah,
Watcha
yeah, for
um
sure.
species and like what their
Mhm.
camouflage is and what their weapons are, and like you
Yes.
can see it progress and digress through the
Mhm.
sequels and prequels of the movie.
Yeah.
So of
And
course
this
oh, sorry,
worked
go ahead.
out. No, I'm sorry. This worked out because I think we had to skip a couple
Hmm.
to go to pray because of the way this episode fell.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what comes before. It's nothing like super,
I couldn't tell you
the
because
prequel or
I
something.
have not gone through all of the Predator franchise because it is to action for me, I think. It's
They're
not enough
not, yeah.
Predator for
The
me.
best part of these movies is Predator.
Yes. And that's only something that they've really leaned on, I think, in the recent adaptations of the saga.
Because those movies, don't shoot me, aren't great. I know I saw Predator 1 and 2. I do
Uh,
not remember the second one.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen the second one.
I saw Alien versus Predator, but I did not. I told Shane I'm not watching Alien versus Predator 2.
I forgot there was a sequel,
Wait,
so
is there? Or did I make that up?
there might be AVP too. AVP has one of the probably best will they won't they monster fucker storylines on film. So we'll say that.
Requiem, yeah, I did not
Okay.
watch that.
The best thing other than the Predator in the original Predator movie is the handshake meme between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers. And I watched that movie again for the first time as an adult, and I could not stop laughing because that was the whole movie's ridiculous. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm saying all this to say, as a dad movie aficionado, I am not the biggest Predator series
Yeah.
fan, but my favorite thing right now, because I'm in a new man hating era. I go through phases. In the wave now, because I've been watching the recent Predator and Alien things, is imagining the dads that love the Predator series being so pissed off watching Badlands, watching, this
Prey.
Predator, yeah, watching Prey,
Mhm.
watching that Predator get beaten.
Female-led movies.
Yes,
Mhm.
and watching the Predator in Badlands make a moral decision to not kill. And I just, because it's such an interesting story, and I love that movie so much because it goes in a different direction, and
Mhm.
there's actual character development in this alien species. But I know there's dads punching holes in walls somewhere, and I love thinking about that.
Good.
But
Good,
they're not
because if it bothers them, then they're the problem.
exactly.
You know who's
Uh,
not bothered with it? The men that are in our circle.
exactly the ones who just love stupid fucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I had to get that out of the way to say that Prey, my choice, and was my first choice for this episode, and always would have been my first choice, was such a shocking surprise for me that I still can't wrap my mind around it. Prey also came out in the after times of COVID in 2022 and was
Mm-hmm.
released directly to Hulu.
Yeah.
Didn't have a theatrical release, and that is also a fucking shame. It is rated
Yeah.
R, and it's an hour and 40 minutes long. Our synopsis: Naru, a skilled warrior of the Comanche Nation, fights to protect her tribe against one of the first highly evolved predators to land on Earth. The tagline is "The Hunt Begins." Our director is Dan Trachtenberg, the brother of the late Michelle Trachtenberg.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're
I just thought
siblings.
it was a coincidence.
Mm-mm. He also directed Predator Badlands. He directed 10 Cloverfield Lane. He
Ah,
directed
okay.
season 1, episode 1 of The Boys, which I feel like we reference every episode for some reason.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
And he also directed the episode of Black Mirror Playtest, which is not a very popular one, but I liked it a lot.
Is that the one with Kurt Russell's son?
Yes,
Yeah.
the haunted house VR
Yeah.
video
Shane
game
hates
one.
hates that one. I don't think
Yeah.
he likes Kurt Russell's son.
Oh, Wyatt.
Wyatt. Hmm.
Not everyone can be in love with Kurt Russell, so that's okay.
You know
That's
what?
my
I
job.
never was until we started this podcast and I realized how much you love Kurt Russell. And I get it. Also, I
Very,
think because you made me watch The Thing,
maybe so.
and he is very, very nice in that.
I just need you to watch Big Trouble in Little China because he is extra very nice in that. Just saying. Anyway.
Speaking of Black Mirror, real quick,
Oh yeah.
For our Patreon subscribers and those who are not subscribed to our Patreon, very soon we will be joined by our friend Anthony of Tis the Podcast, where each of us will be picking a favorite or well-loved episode of Black Mirror.
Yes.
And
we
I'm
get to
very
rewatch
excited.
and talk about it, and I'm very excited because
Yes. And that is going to be on our Patreon sometime in April. Again, it is only $5 a month. You get 2 extra episodes a month unless it was March. Sorry about that. That's my bad, but you're gonna get 3 in April.
Yeah.
And then whoever's scheduling our shit has really been falling down on the job.
We're firing our secretary.
Sorry, that was me.
You also get the video version of all of our episodes.
Yes.
Which sometimes end up being crazy unedited and way longer than.
Yeah, like the most recent Friday the 13th with Ron from Film Strip was I haven't watched that or listened to that one. I listened to our regular one, but yeah.
There's a lot of Ron lore. And us lore, I think.
Oh,
also.
That's right. I did notice that was cut out when I listened. Okay. Yeah, so it's a good one. If you're a Ron fan, which you should be, and you're a Patreon subscriber, that one is a really good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to our regularly
scheduled program of Prey. Yes. Our notable cast. We have Amber Midthunder, who plays Naru.
Fucking great.
She is in Mike Flanagan's upcoming Carrie adaptation.
That's right.
Is Miss Desjardins.
Yeah.
She was in Novocaine, which I have not seen, but Kendall has.
I liked it. I think you will like it because it is like a silly movie, but it is an action movie and it has a lot of gore.
Yeah, I know I will. It's just, things just fall through my fingers constantly.
Oh yeah, like it's not something you need to run and see, but yeah, it was a fun time.
She was also in Roswell, New Mexico, which we just talked about on another recent episode. There was a male actor who was in.
We did.
I don't remember what it was, but anyway.
I want to say it was Cursed Objects.
Yeah, probably. She was also in 14 Cameras, which is a very hidden gem horror movie. It's like about a guy who rents an apartment, but he has cameras hidden in it, and you might want to watch that one day. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember it being like super gross and creepy.
Okay.
We also have Dakota Beavers, who plays Tabe, her brother. This is his only acting credit, which is an actual crime.
Yeah.
What the fuck? The dynamic between Naru and Tabe as siblings was one of my favorite things in this movie. I guess because we're so used to seeing a lot of really gross sibling relationships on this podcast.
Oh.
To have actual healthy siblings with no incest involved was a breath of fresh air.
Misty?
What?
I'm going to spoil something that isn't actually a spoiler for you for Ready or Not 2.
Oh, fuck.
No. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Sean What's-His-Face from The Faculty are siblings.
Okay.
And as soon as I saw them, I was like, man, they're fucking. They're incest. And I think it's because of the Cruel Intentions of it all. And
that'll do it.
I'm going to spoil it for you. They're not incestual.
Okay, thank you.
Because I know when you go to see it, you're going to be like, you're going to think the same thing.
It's because of Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I think it's because of Cruel Intentions. Yeah.
Yeah. Not
and
her specifically, but.
Well, yeah. And he is just kind of creepy too. So
yes, he is. Yeah, he was the PE teacher in The Faculty, right? Or like the football coach.
I think I can't remember. I just know he was in it.
Yeah.
No,
his face creeps me out.
Yes, for sure.
We also have Dane DeLigro, who plays the Predator. We don't have a name for the Predator in this movie like we do in Badlands. So he played Chauncey Bear in Imaginary, which we talked about on Tis the Podcast's horror bracket.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was about to say I never saw that movie, but I did.
Well, you did.
I did.
I hated it. I hated that movie.
I didn't hate it like I thought I would, but it's It's fine. I don't need to see it again.
Never. Okay. I'm going to
We're good.
Okay, you scared me. I'm
Hear me
going
too.
to start the discussion on this by telling you why this is the first thing that I thought of when we spun for prequels, and this was always going to be my first choice because we talked about this when we talked about Hellraiser with Jay, and we talked about the possibilities of where Hellraiser can go in the future.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would love to see Hellraiser in Japan. Like, I want to know what like Japanese nightmares are
Mm-hmm.
like. This is exactly that. This is Prey in pre-colonial or
Yes.
they're just about to be colonized America in a Comanche tribe that is being attacked by a predator. I think I wrote it down phonetically, or I tried to remember. It's a Watcha, I think is how you pronounce their species of
Yeah.
alien. Um, and this is prior to the original Predator movie. Obviously, this is a prequel. So this Predator's weapons and technology are not as advanced as they are in the original Predator film, which is why he looks a little different. And his like some of his armor is like actual bone as opposed to whatever alien material he uses in the original Predator movies. And I think that adaptation and having him fight a woman who is going on her, I forgot what they call it, but it's basically the like mission to prove that you're ready to be an adult, like a
Yeah.
fighter in the tribe. I think pitting those two against each other is such a genius choice. And I cannot speak highly enough about this script and the action scenes, the fight scenes, the fact that they used a native tribe in a film, in a horror film. This is the first feature film that has a Comanche dub, by the way, if anyone just wants to listen to that. I think that's fucking incredible. And
Mhm.
I think um, Amber Midthunder is, I think she's Sioux. She's not Comanche, but we don't have like a plethora of Native American actors that are in the pool, unfortunately. But the
Yeah.
fact that they're being featured and celebrated, and actually, I do want to say I took a lot of notes from IMDb because I think all of these things are very important. Um, the script was rewritten by two Comanche activists to ensure its depiction of Comanche culture to make sure that
Love
it
that.
wasn't inaccurate or stereotypical, and the
Hmm.
movie was praised for the results of their efforts. Among their changes, they insisted on giving every character, Comanche and French, a name in their language, even if it wasn't stated on screen. Uh, and the fact that Dan Trachtenberg, took that is criticism. They rewrote the script and he approached them to do it, and the
Hmm.
fact that he made the changes I think is very important to tell stories in the
Yes.
way that they're supposed to be told, you
Why?
know, because
Tell
we
me
need to
why.
avoid the stereotypes. And
Exactly. And
we
to be
live,
respectful to
yes, we
cultures.
live in a colonized nation, no matter who wants to admit it. We are all illegal immigrants. All of
Hmm.
your mamas and papas and your mups, they were all illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
As far back as you can pull it, they came here and took this country away from the people that had already lived here, which is crazy. Um, so to tell those stories from the viewpoint of a white man is not genuine. So for him to pull in, people of the Comanche tribe
Mhm.
to tell the story genuinely is
It's
so
important.
it's so special. So
Hmm.
like, the costumes and the war paint that we have, or just like the everyday paint that they're wearing in the woods, all like that's all genuine and authentic, and I super super respect him for that.
The reason I ask why is because
Mhm.
sometimes people just don't understand why that's important.
Yeah.
And it is important because somewhere someone who is native is watching this movie and they're appreciating how authentic it is.
Yes. And I mean, this is we have actual like French trapper colonizers in this movie. They
Mhm.
are another like tertiary threat, but we've got an alien coming into this planet and trying to colonize and with a probably a big misuse of the word colonize, trying to I mean he's trying to kill this he's a trophy hunter. That's the lore of the predator
Yeah.
species. They're trying to find the biggest threat on the planets that they land on.
Yeah.
And one of the most badass thing, one of the reasons I love Predator so much is that he rips the spine out with the skull, and I think that's
With the
incredible.
wolf, when he did the wolf,
Yes,
I felt bad because a
yes,
wolf is a dog
yes,
in my eyes. And even though this wolf was, he was just doing what he was supposed to, I always root for Predator.
yes.
Or I don't root for, maybe I do root for Predator. I don't know.
It's
I
okay.
didn't root for Predator in this because I love Amber Midthunder, but I love Predator, I should say.
Yes,
And so when he did that to the wolf, I was like, that was so fucking cool.
the bear. The
It was the wolf.
Yeah, but I'm saying also
Oh,
the bear
yes, the
fight,
bear.
because
Yes, the
he kind
bear
of like
fight.
he goes up. It starts with a snake. He kills a snake, and then he kills a wolf, and then he
The
kills a
wolf.
bear, and then he
Yeah.
finds humans, and that's the ultimate prize on this planet. And so now he's
Hmm.
hunting.
Hmm.
It just really feeds my dad movie love. It really
Hmm.
does. I just think it's so badass.
It's a good marriage of dad movie and horror, which I don't even know if I'd call it horror, but it is like sci-fi.
Yeah, it's as horror as much as the Alien franchise is
Well,
horror,
yeah,
but
I'm
maybe a
not
little
gonna.
less because it's heavy on the action, you know?
Yeah, action is the word I was looking for.
But like, yeah, sci-fi action,
Hmm.
but it's an
No.
alien species that hunts people. Like that's
Yeah.
horror.
No, it is.
Yeah.
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 But the quicksand scene, the first one where she's in the quicksand, that bitch is she's done that before.
Yeah.
She was so calm.
I
And
think it
then
also
later,
shows how like mature and actually intelligent she is, you know?
yes, and then later using the quicksand for her like positively for her, like
Mm-hmm. She
fantastic.
uses it against the
Yes.
predator.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Also, when you think of quicksand, what do you think of?
The Princess Bride and the Neverending Story.
Yeah.
Because that quick I think I made a note. Like
I
I
actually
was
forgot
getting
about Princess Bride,
Oh,
but
did
yeah.
you?
Yeah. I
How
think of
dare you?
Atreyu and Artak.
Yeah. I was getting hardcore Neverending Story flashbacks. It was like the exact same
Me too.
consistency of the
It was.
quicksand, and I was like, I can't
It
fucking do
was.
this
I
right
swear
now.
to God, it was the same set. Like
I'm too
the
depressed to
trees.
watch this.
Yeah,
Yes, it
exactly.
was like the same.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Fuck that.
there's just like I think the script is so well written. I talked about like the relationship between the brother and sister and how it's not like he's not overly protective of her. Like he's letting her prove herself, but
Because
she's
that's our
like,
culture. Yeah.
yeah, but she's like so ready to do it. And he's like trying not to let herself get killed, but also letting her prove herself.
Hmm.
Um, there was a quote, and I don't know, it's just got to be where I am in my life right now, but I absolutely needed to hear it that they were on the hunt for the predator. They finally believed her that there is something else out there besides a cougar that is killing the people in their tribe.
Hmm.
Um and we can't see it. And so we don't know how to fight it. So they're like waiting for it to show up basically. And she keeps sharpening her axe. Like that's her preferred weapon of choice. And one of the other people in her tribe that's out there with her tells her it won't matter how sharp it is if you're too afraid to use it. And for some fucking reason, I needed to hear that. And maybe that'll encourage someone else. It doesn't matter how prepared you are. It doesn't matter what tool you have. If you don't fucking use it, it doesn't matter. And then she uses it.
That's that's like a therapy thing.
It is. And it was
Uh,
free because it
I
was
don't
on
like it.
Hulu.
It was free. Bitch, you
I
know what I paid for Hulu? That was not free.
You're right. I have the bundle, so it's not insane, but
Well, I have the bundle plus live because I gotta watch Survivor.
that's right. And
Okay.
that's valid.
Yes,
So
it is.
but you know what? In the long run, I feel like if a therapist would have told me that at some point, it would have stuck. It would have stuck. Cause
Mhm.
like, I don't know. That just really fucking stuck for me. It doesn't matter how sharp it is if you're too afraid to use it.
I love that.
I do too. And
That's
I just
a blurb, by the
Yeah,
way.
I use that as an example because of how smart the script is. It really is. And I really love Dan Trachtenberg as Trachtenberg.
I always said Trachtenberg.
That could be it as well. I don't know, but it's not
It
trash.
doesn't matter.
So, I really love him as a filmmaker. I think he's like
I did not know they were related.
I'm almost positive. I'm like 99% sure they're siblings. They even kind of look alike. So maybe we
Yeah.
can pull that up and make sure I'm not
So
lying
do
through
the
my teeth.
Marsdens, and they are not related. So,
Yeah, that's true.
um, back to the bear real quick.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about this because I watched this movie like weeks ago. The when he kills the bear and holds it above him and he's invisible and the blood drips and it's starting to show like it's dripping on the invisible predator and you see him. Oh, so good.
Can you imagine seeing that? First of all, something invisible picking up a fucking grizzly bear. Bears are one of my like favorite animals, and I feel like they're like not featured enough in anything, really. I fucking love them. So of course I don't want to see a bear get killed, but watching a predator fight a grizzly bear, like this is how I know I still love dad movies because I'm like cheering because there is a alien fighting a fucking grizzly bear, like to the death. Like it is so fucking this movie's just fucking badass. And
Mhm.
so is Badlands. Like
I haven't seen that one.
you gotta watch it because it's
It's
got
not. It's
Elle in it as well.
yes. It's coming.
It's so
It's
good.
I'm getting
I
there. That was the whole point of watching all this shit. Which the whole point of me watching all of the Netflix Marvel shows was so I could watch Punisher
okay, yeah.
and worth it because Daredevil's great. But
Love
I
Daredevil.
fucking love John Bernthal. I fucking
Mhm.
love Frank Castle. And I
Mhm.
screamed, actually screamed, more like a yell when I saw him in the Spider-Man trailer.
Oh yeah.
Because for a second, I was like, oh, is he finally in Marvel? And then it's fine. My brain caught up to my mouth and I realized, yeah, bitch, he's Frank Castle. That's fucking Marvel. But anyway, it's fine. You know, like when the Netflix and the Fox and
I
the
know. I
Disney and,
know.
you know, it's a weird, yeah,
Yeah. Marriage of
it is.
incestuous siblings. Yes. That's something we know too much about.
I blame you for the incest thing, by the way, because
You
you love the
can.
Lannisters.
It's
I
totally
blame you.
fine. And you know what? It started with Flowers in the Attic and me not knowing what the fuck that movie was about and watching it all the time.
Actually, I think for me, it started with Cruel Intentions,
Mm,
then Flowers in the Attic.
yeah. I had no idea what was going on in that movie, but I loved it for some fucking reason. I was just talking about that today. That's really weird. I was just like, there's these kids that are in the attic. It looks like they're having a good time up there in their like clubhouse, and they keep getting paler and paler. It's like
And
ghosts
one of
and
them dies.
whatever. There's a bath scene. That's
I remember
cool.
that vividly as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on. I love that movie though. That's what's wrong with me.
Can we talk about this dog?
Yes. Thank you. That is the only other major thing that I would like to say because
Such a good boy.
Sorry, who plays Naru's dog, this is straight from IMDb as well. And Naru's dog and constant companion had no previous movie experience and was adopted specifically for the movie only 2 months before shooting. Sari's real name is Coco, and she is a Carolina dog, a rare breed of wild dog that followed the first humans to cross the Bering Strait 4,500 years ago. into America, what is now known as America. Trachtenberg wanted to cast a dog that would be period accurate, and Carolina dogs are direct descendants of those dogs. Amber Midthunder, who plays Naru, called Coco a little bit of a hot mess in a sweet way, and said that obviously it all ended up fine because she was great and everybody loves her. So I guess because she was not like a trained movie dog, she probably didn't listen that well. But I could not tell that watching this dog in this movie because, first of all, love a movie that doesn't feel the need to kill the dog. Second of
Yeah,
all,
I get nervous every time I see a fucking dog in a
yes,
movie.
this
Especially the
dog,
movies we watch.
yes, I know. It's always like, unfortunately, in horror, it's always a crapshoot. Is the dog gonna die?
Yeah.
Or the cat, but
Or the hamster or a rat.
anything, any animal.
Mhm.
But Sorry was like just the best dog. Oh my God. She's one of
So
my
good.
favorite parts of the movie. I love her so much.
I will say, as much as I love this,
Mhm.
I wish that Hulu would use their Alien and Predator budget
Mm-hmm.
and throw some of that coin over to the Hellraiser franchise.
I agree. I will, I'll always agree with you on that. Give, yes, give Hellraiser more money. Actually, I meant to look up if there's any more Hellraisers that they're planning.
I feel like we looked this up recently, and I think there's one in development, but that doesn't, I mean, things have been in development for literal decades,
Yeah, and that can mean
so
anything. So
yeah. So I think there is plans for another. I just need it to actually come to fruition because that remake
I,
was fantastic.
yeah.
So,
Anyway,
all right.
let's end it with a bang.
Oh my God. Okay, so last but not least, we have Pearl from 2022. It's rated R and it's an hour and 43 minutes. The synopsis: in 1918, a young woman on the brink of madness pursues stardom in a desperate attempt to escape the drudgery, isolation, and lovelessness of life on her parents' farm. Quick disclaimer, this is the prequel. I couldn't think of the word. The prequel to the movie X.
Yes, which came out in 2022.
Mhm.
Wait a
Tag
second. They came
it
out the
did.
same year?
It did. We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Tagline: an extraordinary origin story. Ha, get it? I didn't even plan to say that before this tagline. It just happened.
It's excellent.
Director is Ty West. He did X, The Innkeepers, House of the Devil, Maxine, The Sacrament, and the upcoming Ebenezer: A Christmas Carol. I don't think I realized that.
That's the one with Johnny Depp.
Oh.
Yikes.
We have notable cast still maintaining her crown and her title of the most discussed actor or actress on this podcast is Mia Goth, who plays Pearl. We have talked about her, and she was in Infinity Pool, Marrowbone, Frankenstein, A Cure for Wellness, Suspiria. She was also in High Life. And
that's with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a sci-fi.
But yes, so we have discussed her. This is our 6th time discussing her, which I think is crazy. We've only been doing this. This is our 3rd year. Yeah, she is our most talked about by far. And I think that's insane.
It's
and
just
I love
because like all the projects that she does are incredible. She's such an incredible actress. Like all of her characters are memorable, and so we pick them anytime we get a category.
I can't wait to actually just talk about her. So we also have David Cornsweet, who plays the projectionist. He was in Twisters and most recent Superman. We also have Tandy Wright, who plays Ruth. She was in Black Sheep in the upcoming Evil Dead Burn. Oh, I can't wait.
That's also coming out this
year.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too.
I didn't see where you said prequel to X. LOL. So yes, X was released in 2022. So while they were filming that and working on that, Mia Goth and Ty West were working on, so obviously spoilers for X if you haven't seen it. Mia Goth plays Pearl and Maxine in X, and an older version of Pearl, like decrepit, basically.
Yes, an decrepit woman.
Yes. And so to work on like her character for Pearl, they started writing like a backstory and accidentally wrote Pearl together.
I love that.
And they actually filmed them back to like simultaneously.
Oh.
Because this was filmed around COVID. Hence the use of the
Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu, which I really truly loved because of the things that they were saying.
Yeah.
Like talking about germs and talking about
and bringing illness home to family members that are susceptible.
She goes to the movie wearing a mask.
Yes. Okay. I love that.
It is set over 100 years before our pandemic, but it was so relevant, and I forgot about that, and I really
I didn't realize that. I'm glad you pulled that up.
Yeah. So this movie is about Pearl, who lives on a farm with her parents while her husband is in the war.
Yes.
And she hates her life. She wants more. She wants to be a star. She goes to town. She meets this projectionist. She starts a little affair after he shows her this weird ass porn. And so she is a grown woman, but the way Mia Goth portrays her, and just I think Mia Goth in general, she seems very young. In 1918,
they're just kind of like childlike and like
very childlike.
Not immature. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, she's immature. Yeah, she's immature. She's very close-minded because it's, first of all, it's 1918.
Yes.
She's married. She's living with her parents on a farm while her husband
and her family is German, and this is World War One. They are ostracized from the already small town that they're in.
Yeah. Yep. I always forget about that.
And she lives on farmland in the middle of nowhere.
And her dad is very ill and is pretty much just
an invalid.
And she's taking care of him and bathing in front of him.
Did she have to fully undress and bathe in front of her dad, who is looking in
the crotch? He doesn't want to see that.
No, and he can't move his head.
That is one thing about this movie that the entire time I expect like more nefarious shit. I expect her to try to kiss her dad. I expect her
oh my god.
Yes, I expect her to, well, that's the incest part of our brains.
I think so, because you know what? I don't think Pearl thinks there's nothing wrong with what, like, she doesn't care.
She's fucking crazy. In her mind, her dad is
crazy.
She is. She's fucking crazy. In her mind, her dad is not her dad anymore.
Yeah, so her dad is also her biggest supporter, she thinks. She tells her dad everything, and like she tells him about her day.
It's basically May's doll from May.
Oh, shit,
but it's her dad. She also has this pet alligator named Theta. That she's
living my dream life. She's living on a farm. She's got an alligator as a pet. She's got a non-human boyfriend. Fucking love it.
Missy. That fucking scarecrow. Okay. First of all,
there's so much to talk about this movie.
So much, and I literally watched this movie today. So,
on the brain.
Yes. So this movie, Ty West told Mia Goth to watch Whatever Happened to Baby Jane and Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Oh, it is so heavily influenced by the Wizard of Oz, right?
It's so heavily influenced. The title sequences, the font of the title, the fucking score.
Yes.
I love the score to this. It is so like musical when she's like in the farm, like in the barn.
And it's like the most nefarious like doom-filled things are happening to the most
Yes.
beautiful, like fantastic Wizard of Oz
Mhm.
ass music.
Yes.
It is such a weird juxtaposition between
Yeah.
what you're seeing and hearing.
Hmm.
It's crazy. And it
Well,
works.
and to go back to how every time something happens in this movie, I think something worse is going to happen.
Mhm.
Like when he's showing her the porn, I'm like, he's going to assault her.
I thought he was gonna come up behind her and
Yes.
pull his dick out.
Me too. Even this time.
Even though I've seen it, yes.
Yes.
Even though
This
I've
was
seen it.
only my second time watching it, and I'll explain why. It's my debilitating fear of letting myself down,
Oh,
because
okay.
I watched this movie and I fucking loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since, I was like, I'm not gonna watch, I'm gonna wait to watch it. I'm gonna wait to watch it. And I've always put it off because I'm afraid when I watch it again, it won't be as good.
I
And
feel that.
guess what? It's so fucking good. I ran to Letterbox and did my 5 stars after watching this again.
Ooh, you reminded me. Thank you. I didn't put that in.
God. Okay, so back
It's
to
a
this.
5-star movie, right?
It's a 5 star movie.
It's a 5-star movie.
Five
Yes.
star. It's a perfect film.
Yes, thank you.
And
yes.
I feel like I'm gonna have to crash after this recording because I am just going full speed ahead because this is so good. Like it is so fresh in my brain. And y'all know that my brain resets every hour. So, but the Scarecrow is dressed like the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz.
So you said it's like you feel like there's something worse going to happen this entire. The Scarecrow feels like such a red herring that.
Yeah.
First of all, they didn't have to make him look like this. It looks like his eyes are about to open at any moment.
Hate it. He looks human. He looks human.
Like I said, this is my dream life with my non-human boyfriend, but that is also scary as shit. Like Scarecrows scare me.
Every time. This one is from the fucking devil.
It's from hell.
And she fucks the Scarecrow,
yes.
which good, good
she
for her.
Humps it. She humps it.
Well, she fucked it.
I mean, it's like humping a couch, you know?
I mean, yeah. Okay, so she humped the Scarecrow. She could have fucked a goat like in Hagazuzu.
Yeah. Hey, she was just rubbing on that goat's tits. There was nothing untoward going on.
Let's see. Her little hick accent. I love it.
It's so cute.
Okay.
It's so Mia Goth.
I have to talk about her.
Okay.
So Mia Goth is just an obvious. You talk about Mia Goth. I'm sure there are people who don't enjoy her, but when I say you, I'm just going to talk. It's just me and you. But when we talk about Mia Goth, we're like, yeah, she's great. She's fab. Like, whatever. Fuck off. Watch this movie. The whole time I'm watching, especially the whole thing.
Yes.
But especially the last half.
Yes.
I am like, this bitch. First of all, this movie should have gotten nominations and wins for the score. But second of all, what the fuck is this performance? Everything's her screaming. First of all, she screams like no one else. Love it.
I meant to write that in the notes, but I didn't. Is this your favorite Mia Goth crash out? Because it's mine.
When she doesn't get the part and she is like like so loud. She does that great. She silent cries great. That fucking was it 7-minute monologue. Fucking
the monologue with her and Mitzi is some of the best acting I've seen. That and then her smiling through the entire ending credits. Are we joking?
Ty West didn't call cut. And she just kept it up.
She's a fucking professional.
You can see at one point she's like kind of twitching her head, like, "Are you gonna fucking call it?"
Yeah.
And he just keeps going, and
that was like a genius move.
Two, I need those two to collab on something else because X was fine. Maxine was lesser than fine. This is a perfect fucking movie. It's so very different than the other two. Yep. I actually forget that I don't like X as much because of this movie, if that makes sense. Like, I like X.
It's fine.
But it's fine.
And this is what I was saying earlier. Like, sometimes, like, okay,
Mhm.
we've got Orphan, same story,
Yeah.
incredible script, somehow they fucking made that work. That's
Mhm.
a miracle.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
have X and the wildest swing in the opposite direction, and we have Pearl. And holy shit, does that work?
Not the only thing that is the same is the farm and
Yes,
the
the
characters
location.
and origin, but the tone, the fucking Technicolor, they used Technicolor. They wanted to do it in black and white, but A24 said no.
Honestly, it
Um,
would have been amazing in black and white, but I do love it in Technicolor too.
it would have, but I also love it. Like when she kills the goose, the blood on the goose, like the
Yes.
contrast was.
Yeah, you
I
know,
got goosebumps just saying that.
Ty West is sometimes he's a fucking genius because I mean we've said it a few times with the waiting for something worse to happen. I forget that she kills the poor goose. There's something
Yeah.
wrong with Pearl. All right.
Yeah, she
Like
the oh my god, the monologue where she's like, yeah, it started with like animals that were smaller than me, and then we got more and more, and that monologue, I just
and just
first of
like the
all,
tears that are dropping at the end because then she's like, Mitzi, we can just stay here and we could just love each other and I can give you what you need and you can just be here with me and we'll be okay. And she,
do you
gosh,
think I'm sick? Yeah,
her
I
delivery is unreal.
I honestly can't
Hmm.
deal with her performance in this. Like
Hmm.
every just she is so good, but then when you watching it a second time, I am feeling the same way I did the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
And that is so rare.
Yes. It is. It is just as good as like no matter how many times you watch it. It is. It's just incredible filmmaking. It really is. Like from top to bottom, even the
It's
costumes. You
the
know.
costumes, the way he did, like they made this during COVID.
Hmm.
Okay. And that's why there's like, if you think of X, there's what, like less than 10 cast members.
Yeah.
So, that was a very like
Small
small.
contained set. Yeah.
This was also very contained. There was like
Hmm.
mom, dad, a Pearl, Mitzi,
Yeah.
and the projectionist, and like a couple of others.
Yeah, but not many.
But yeah, also poor Mitzi. Poor sweet, sweet Mitzi.
Um, I it's so funny because during that monologue, and I say monologue, I mean it is a monologue. She's sitting
Yeah,
across from
it's
Mitzi
7 minutes.
yeah, she's sitting across the table from Mitzi, and but we don't see her. So all we see is this like tour de force performance from Mia Goth, and you forget there's someone sitting there listening to her, but they don't
Yes.
show her reaction to us, and then so at some point you kind of like come back to yourself and you're like, oh, she's talking to someone, like how is Mitzi taking
What is
this?
she doing? Yes. Like how,
Yeah,
and
because this
that's
is
a
her
part of the
realization
tension.
that her sweet innocent farm girl cousin is, or no, sorry, sister-in-law
Sister-in-law, yeah.
is batshit insane and a murderer,
Yeah.
and she's confessing to it.
To
And
everything.
how does she get out of this house right now?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
She had 7 full minutes to figure out how to get out of that house
I
too. And
just
that's why she was
imagine.
calm.
Yeah, that's why she got axed down because she waited way too fucking long. Um,
Also, the costumes, all she really wears is like that one blue shirt and the overalls, and then she
mhm,
wears that red dress with the bow.
yeah. It's just so simple and
It is.
effective. I mean, I just sent you that little art piece today that was like Final Girls, and you could tell who the Final Girl is just by the costume. Like this is an iconic
That's all
horror
you, yes.
costume. You just show me the dress, show me the bow, and I know exactly who that is
Hmm.
forever. It's Pearl.
It's Pearl.
Mhm.
And I I remember the first time I watched this, I remember being like, I feel like I just watched a one woman show.
Yes.
Because yes, there were co-stars, but it was mostly this crazy bitch doing her thing. And
Yes.
honestly, Ty West is great,
Mhm.
but she helped write this script.
Oh yeah, I feel
And
like
it's the two of them.
and if you watch X, back to back with Pearl, you can obviously see like this film is an actual true feminist film because we are watching a woman
Yes.
make decisions that are outside of what is expected of her. To progress her own life. Like at some point well, in her monologue she talks about how she had a miscarriage, and she's not sad about it because she knows that if she would have brought a child into the life that she was living right now, her life and her parents' lives would be so much more exponentially worse.
Mhm.
And I and I think you asked the question, is Pearl a good for her? And yeah, I kind of think so.
I'm fine with it.
I'm okay with
I'm
sitting
okay
on
with
a
it.
good for her Pearl.
Mhm.
Again, we don't condone maybe all their actions, but I think Pearl's drive in life is absolutely good for her.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of the trilogy. I feel like I just like ran up the stairs because I'm like so excited. That's the beauty of the trilogy without going too deep into it is you
Mhm.
have Maxine, who's a porn star, wants to be an actress who comes to the farm, and the people around her are mowed down by this crazy bitch, Pearl. And you find out that they're not too different. Pearl is obsessed with wanting to be better and being
Yes.
and knowing that she never leaves the
It's
farm
very sad, isn't
is
it?
very
Oh
sad.
my God, it breaks
It
my heart.
is.
And the fact that her poor husband comes back home from the war to
Let's
her
talk about it.
crazy ass.
Oh my God. First of all, we gotta talk about the pig. The
Yeah.
pig that Mitzi. So is Mitzi her husband's sister?
That's what I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she's not married. So Mitzi brings a pig to Pearl and her parents. It's one
Because
of those
they're
things like
poor as hell.
they're poor as
And
hell.
they're more well off.
Yes. And they're, quarantining, and she's like, I want to bring you like a food. So they put it on the porch. That pig never makes it inside. And one time, like every time you see Pearl go back into the house, there's more and more like maggots on it, which is
Mm-hmm.
disgusting.
It's
And I fucking
decomposing.
hate maggots.
They're
But
pretty fucking gross. I'll give you that
um
one. They're not
yeah.
rats.
And then Mitzi comes at one point to the house and she's like, is that our pig? And it's like, yeah, bitch, this has been sitting here for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so after Pearl, kills everyone, feeds everyone to the,
The
alligator,
theta.
the Theta,
Yeah.
she 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 sets up her parents who are dead
And
at the dinner
decomposing as
table.
well. Kind of burnt
Not
up.
not quite yet, but they are dead. And
Yeah.
she makes this beautiful meal and set it with the maggot pig in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next thing we see is her husband coming home and is like, hi. And that's when we see that her parents are decomposed. There's like mold in the food
Yeah.
and all of this shit. And so it's been like, who knows how long?
Yeah, who knows?
Weeks, months, whatever. And that is when he's just like, what the fuck?
What has happened here?
And she's like, oh, I'm so glad you're home. And that's when we get the 5-minute freeze on her face.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, this is how fucking weird I am. I did the same face because I wanted to see if I could hold it.
Yeah, I don't think I could either.
It hurts. And she blinks, but like not much.
And she cries.
She cries. Like my mouth was dry.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. I felt like she was
It's
crying
an
out of
underrated
pain.
performance. Truly.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember when we one of our, I guess, the October prompts that we do on Instagram was should have won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I picked Pearl, and it was because of not just Mia Goth's performance, but also I think the score is just absolutely insane.
I agree.
I honestly more things, the cinematography, the art
Everything.
direction,
Yeah.
everything should have gotten something, but her performance is one of the best, if not the best. And I watching it only a second time because I was afraid I would not enjoy it as much.
And you were just holding it like dear in your
I
heart
was
for the one time
keeping
you watched it.
I was
Yeah.
keeping it.
Mhm.
And then, I always knew I loved this movie. God, it's just so good. I've been trying to get Shane to watch this movie. I'm like, you don't even have to watch the other two.
You really don't.
Just watch this movie. I don't know if he would appreciate quite as much. It is a good movie, but it's very much like you have to really enjoy her.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she gets on people's nerves, but God,
I don't want to be friends with anyone who thinks Mia Goth gets on their nerves.
Okay, but you can see how she might.
I can see how, sure. Yeah. But like,
she doesn't get on my nerves. I feel like everyone does. So
like her, and I'm sure it's like the voice or like the affectations or whatever, but like that's the characters she's playing and it's integral to those characters. So
she wasn't like that in Frankenstein.
Exactly.
And I remember being like, Mia Goth's not really a draw for me. And then when I watched it, I was like,
yeah, she is.
She's just someone that I think people do hold really high.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, she's fine. Like,
because
she's good.
You remember her screaming in Infinity Pool.
Yeah.
And it grates on your soul a little bit.
Yeah. But this is how we talked about Jennifer's body being Megan Fox.
Yes.
Like her.
Yeah, it's her magnum opus.
Her magnum opus.
Yeah.
Pearl.
I agree.
I'm not gonna say that Mia Goth will never beat Pearl because I feel like she has it in her to do something even better and bigger, which is saying a lot.
Yeah.
But I will say if this is her peak, it is fucking phenomenal.
But she created Pearl. Like
she literally accidentally, this movie was not supposed to happen.
Yeah. And so like I think that's why it's so fucking good. Like she had a major part in creating that character from scratch.
Yeah, that is her.
Yeah. Yes, that is Mia Goth, basically.
And I just love the origin of Pearl the character, but I love the origin of Pearl the movie.
Yes.
Because it was an accident.
And honestly, like I don't even think of this movie as a prequel. Just because it's so far left field from X. And I like X fine. Like it's a good slasher. Like it's a fine movie. But like
it's fine.
I never feel the need to rewatch X probably ever again.
Tried, and it's just not.
It doesn't hold.
Favorite.
Why would I rewatch X when I could just watch Pearl again?
That's exactly how I feel. And did you see You saw Maxine?
I still haven't seen Maxine.
Oh, it's fine.
Which is why I haven't seen it.
There are 3 different movies, and like that's not just me saying that. Like, X is a slasher, this one's a psychological horror, and the other one's like a crime mystery or something like that.
Which I love.
Which is great.
I don't feel the need to watch Maxine.
There are different decades, different eras. So it's fine. Like it's as a trilogy, it's fine. This movie is way more than fine.
Oh yeah. No, so totally good. Agree. Again, 5-star movie.
If you took those 2 out, I would be fine with just having Pearl. I don't need to know what happens to her
in the future. You're right. This works as a standalone movie.
That is how you do a prequel.
Yep.
Because if I don't care about what comes after it or before it, if you give me this movie that is standalone, that I'm telling my husband, you should watch this movie, you don't have to watch the others. And this is the guy who watched Smile 2 before watching Smile 1, which is crazy work for Shane Foray. Yeah, which I thought was kind of a standalone. And then, there is some lore. And he did end up watching Smile, and he actually liked it more than I told him he would.
Interesting.
We all know how I feel about that movie.
Yes. It's valid. Because I agree with you on that.
I probably wouldn't hate it as much now. I don't know.
That's another thing though. Like if I've got Smile 2, why do I need Smile 1?
Yeah.
I don't need that movie
Yeah.
anymore.
I don't need it. Now give me Small 3. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But like,
We'll see. We'll see
I
when we
mean,
get there.
yeah, that's the thing. Like,
We don't
I'm
have
going to
Sky
watch
Riley
it.
anymore. Yeah.
That's the thing. And that's the thing with Orphan 3. Like, I'm pumped to have the opportunity to watch these, but I don't think they're going to match how I feel about Orphan First Kill and
Yeah.
Smile 2.
Unless they've got something, unless Dan Trachtenberg has something in his pocket to like. No, it's not Trachtenberg. It's is it? No,
No,
it's
that's Prey.
yeah, my bad.
I
Will
don't
Brent
remember.
Bell.
Yeah.
Unless he's got another. The only way Orphan 3 is gonna work is if it is as bombastic as Orphan 2. Like if you're gonna take me for a ride like that twisted, that's the only
Well,
way you can make it as good.
it's been 4 years since that movie. So he has time on his side. Now, that doesn't always mean anything because this movie was fucking written and made the
In the
same
same
time
year.
X was.
Yeah.
So and because of that, I remember feeling like we waited forever for Maxine.
Yeah, because we had Pearl and that's what we were riding on and we're like, can't wait for
Yeah.
Maxine.
Well, we had X, which was a good movie, and then you had Pearl like in the same fucking year. And then it's like, oh, there's going to be a third one. That was
Hell
obvious.
yeah.
And it's like, yes. And we had to wait a few years, and then it was just okay.
Yeah.
It's like Stranger Things, the final season.
I have way crueler opinions about Stranger Things, the final season. Don't even fucking. I forget it exists. Like literally, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot that entire like story that my child grew up with.
Honestly, it's
Ended.
giving the final season of Game of Thrones for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
I appreciate that they happened. I'm never going to hate it because I refuse to end something that I love so much and that I have such fond memories with my like friends, family, my husband, like memories of those. I remember the night we watched the first episode of Stranger Things. It was when we lived in Metairie, and the people above us, one of them was kicking the other one's ass. And I remember being like, I have to call the police. And I was like, oh, are they fighting? Are they like, what's going on? And by the time I was like, I have to call, the police had already showed up.
Oh, good.
And that's my memory of fucking Stranger Things, the first season. I don't know why I went on that tangent, but what I'm saying is I refuse to say that I hate it.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But we don't have to get into that.
It's never going to leave my spirit.
It's beloved.
You know what I mean? Like, but am I still fucking pissed about it?
That's like more than 50% of what makes up your heart.
I know. That's sad.
It's like your family and then Game of Thrones. No, it's not.
I thought you were telling me that like Game of Thrones is my family, and I was totally agreeing with you because it fucking is. Like,
I meant your family and then Game of Thrones.
That's not untrue. That's
yeah.
And my family knows that, and that's okay.
Your literal photo in my phone is Cersei, and I didn't do that. You did.
I know.
Is your Apple photo.
I know. It's really sad.
I think that's fucking great. Anyway.
Yeah. We always talk about Game of Thrones too. But yeah, prequels as a whole, I really think are way trickier than sequels. And because of that, I will probably, in maybe rare instances, will I like run to the theater to see a prequel.
Yeah. Are we putting this in? Are we ranking this?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, and I think I'm a tier C on this. I'd wait for it to come to streaming. There's too much of a risk for me.
Do you have it open?
I can.
I don't know why I can't find it.
I'll get it. There's too much of a risk, and there's too high of a chance of a prequel just being really bad, and I'm gonna feel like I wasted my money because I feel
Yeah,
like that happens more often, than not.
agreed.
So because
Oh,
of
there
that,
it is.
I'm gonna put it in tier C.
I'm also gonna put it into your C.
Okay. Stream it.
Can you write that in for me?
Yep. Got
Thank
it.
you.
Yep.
Yep. I feel
Um,
like I ran around my house, my apartment complex just now. Like I'm fatigued and I'm out of water
you're thirsty.
because I've just
I that is like the most valid response. That is all I expected from you for Pearl. So thank you for that. Thank you for the effort.
so good.
It really is. It really is.
Like it blew my mind again.
Mhm.
It's like when we watched Frankenstein and then we talked about it and we watched it again and we were like,
How is it still so good? Like,
still love it. That's how I feel
yeah.
about Sinners too.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not gonna go down the list,
Ugh.
but
Um, okay. So, trivia time. Our
mm-hmm,
last episode was Good for Her.
mm-hmm.
So we have trivia from the movies May, Last Night in Soho, Jennifer's Body, and Teeth. Let me pull down to the bottom of my list just for reference. This starts number 127 of our trivia questions that we have recorded thus far.
Cool.
It's a lot.
We'll probably get to 200 by this year, right? By
Oh,
the end
for
of the
sure.
year.
Yeah, we gotta.
Mm-hmm. It's like four
Um,
an episode. We do 26 less than that this year.
mhm.
Yeah,
Yep.
20-ish.
I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
start if you don't mind.
go for it.
Okay. Um, in May, what part of Adam's body does May think is perfect?
His hands.
His hands. That's right.
In the movie Teeth, I have not written these down, so
No
I'm doing this
worries.
live thought.
Hmm.
In the movie Teeth, I'll write it down as I go. What condition does Don have?
Vagina dentata.
We didn't talk about that scene where the doctor is just like
Screaming with his fingers
screaming
bitten off.
vagina dentata. Oh,
Hmm.
that's so great.
Hmm. I do love that.
No,
Um, in Last Night in Soho, how does Eloise time travel?
um oh I'm trying to figure out how to say this.
Yes,
She
it's
goes to
kind of
sleep in the in she goes to sleep in astral projects.
basically, yeah. I wasn't, and I didn't know how to exactly word the question because we don't really know how exactly that's happening, but basically that she sleeps in what was previously Sandy's bedroom.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Jennifer's body. God. Mm, what? What ritual goes wrong for Jennifer that turns her in to a succubus in Jennifer's body?
Um,
I said that weird.
it is it's a ritual for fame, right? Fame and fortune that
Yeah,
low
it was like a
shoulder.
virgin
Yeah,
sacrifice.
virgin
Kind of what I was
sacrifice.
thinking of. Yeah, it's kind of a shitty
No, I got it.
worded. Are you typing it or do you need
Hmm.
me to send these? Oh,
Got
well,
it.
thank you.
I'll
Okay.
just put virgin sacrifice for fame and fortune.
Yes, perfect. I'm like,
Perfect.
this was live thoughts, people, because I was not prepared, but Jennifer's body is tattooed in my brain. So
Yes. Okay. Okay. let's talk books and music, because this was actually more difficult than I anticipated. I didn't really think about it. I actually forgot
Yeah.
that I needed to find a book, and I remembered like less than a week ago, and I was like, oh shit, well let me think about the books that I've read, and see if I've already read a prequel and I can just use that. No. So I was like, okay, let's look up some good horror prequels. Uh, Very hard to find. They
Yeah.
don't, if they're outside of like a series, and that's not what I wanted to do, because
Yeah.
I'm a completionist at heart, and I got to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
So outside of a series, a horror prequel, and I weirdly landed on just the strangest little book, that not little, it's a regular length book. A very interesting story behind this. The book is Dracul. It is written by Ray Stoker, who is Bram Stoker's like great grandnephew, like the original author of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and co-written by J.D. Barker, who is an American novelist. I think it's just so interesting that Bram Stoker's descendant wrote a prequel to his original novel. Even more interesting is that Bram Stoker is the lead lead character in Dracul in this book. So this book
Mm-hmm.
is Bram
Kind of meta.
Stoker. Yes, it's very meta. It's Bram Stoker and his siblings growing up, unknowingly living with a vampire for a nanny. She does a lot of strange things, and they don't realize until later in life that she's actually a vampire. And Bram Stoker actually coming into contact with the Count and kind of having to like battle him and the undead. And the end of the book is him being approached by Mina Harker, and she's like, "Hey, I've heard you've met this fucking dickhead before. Can you help me?" And like setting up the fact that Bram Stoker's Dracula is a true story. It's just such a weird thing for me to stumble upon, and I really just loved it so much. There's nothing crazy original in this prequel. This is the definition of like a copy paste. If you've read Bram Stoker's Dracula, all of the like gothic vampire tropes, they're in
Yeah.
this. It's like it's a classic like gothic horror battle with the undead. It's kind of like a slow burn, because we know these are vampires because we read all these things, but all these characters in this book are just, they feel stupid because they're like, hey, why doesn't she age? And I'm like, there's something wrong with her. Can you not see that? And they're like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Anyway, um, the only like really interesting and new to me thing in this is like, because this takes place during a period of time where their cameras don't exist, but they do have the like vampires can't be caught on film trope in the way
Yeah.
of sketches, because his sister is like an aspiring artist, so she sketches a lot. But every time she tries to draw their nanny, the sketch looks like a different woman. And I thought that was really interesting. And she can't figure out what the fuck is going on. But it's, if you like to read gothic horror, and you're you love Bram Stoker's Dracula,
Mm-hmm.
um and you want to read a very interesting meta prequel, read Dracul by Ray Stoker.
You really sold that to me. Like that
I
sounds really good.
I was shocked. I was like,
Yeah.
how did I not know this exists? It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. I loved it. It was a good book.
Also, turning this light on, it like did wonders for whatever is going on here. Like my skin looks great.
Excellent.
It
Your
does
hair is a
not look
totally
like
different color
it is.
than the orange light.
It is. um okay, so for music. Once again wasn't super prepared. I think it was mostly because I didn't know what to pick for prequel.
How do you?
Good question. So, my whole point of doing music and your whole point of doing books is to encourage people to listen and read things that we like that
Yeah.
reminds us of what we're talking about.
Yes, precisely.
And I got this idea right before we hit record of what I was going to do. And I think because I talked so highly of the scores in both of my picks, I'm choosing the scores of both of my picks. I'm picking,
I love that.
honestly, go to the soundtrack of both,
Mm-hmm.
pick whatever, and it'll be great. But I'm just going to go ahead and do the title sequence from Pearl. Well, hold on. Let me go to this so I can tell you the name. Nope. Oh, please. Um, so Pearl main titles by Tyler Bates and Timothy Williams. Again, the whole score is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And then The Origin of Evil by the Newton Brothers.
Yeah.
And if you are a fan of Flanagan, he has used the Newton Brothers a few times, most famously for us at least, in The Haunting of Hill House.
Yes.
And that is just there's just so, I mean, if you don't know how we feel about Haunting Hill House, go back and listen to our 4 hour long
Yes.
episode on it, because the score is its own character in that for
Yes.
me.
Just hearing the score at any time outside of even watching
Yes.
the show makes me feel sorrow.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yes.
I just hear
And
it.
like you said it before I did, is it sounds, this movie, you hear pieces of Hill House, and I don't think it's just because it's the Newton Brothers
Mm-mm.
either, but
It's part of a tragic family drama. I mean,
yeah,
that's just the soundtrack to it.
it's so great. So those are my picks. I'm gonna pick
I
Pearl
love
Main
that.
Titles
Mhm.
and Origin of Evil from the Newton Brothers, which
Perfect.
are the two opening score songs. And yeah, I think that was a good choice, because
I
I was
do
like,
too.
because
I
I
honestly don't
know
know what else you could have done for prequel.
I wasn't inspired musically by any of these movies, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll do that. I did that for Stephen King.
Yeah.
And for sequels, as we know, I picked the Sky Riley song that I love.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I decided to do. I think if my goal is to get people to listen to things, please listen to these scores. If you're a big fan of
Please.
scores, which I've always been a big fan of movie scores, but I don't like just sit and listen.
I do.
Lately, I have been.
Yeah.
I've actually been listening to the Little Bear score, because it's basically just like classical music.
Yeah.
And I listen to that, and it puts my nanny kid right to sleep.
Oh, that's extra bonus.
And
Just
it's
to just
just,
wonderful music.
it literally just makes me feel like I'm in a forest with my animal friends.
I might have to add that to my just like decompress list.
It's like, put it on while you're like making her coffee or something in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Ugh.
It makes me feel like a kid again, because I fucking loved Little Bear.
I mean, I continuously listen to the Game of Thrones score every season.
Yeah,
That
I love it.
I know it by heart. Obviously. I love scores.
Me too. Okay.
Are we ready to spin?
We are, and we made a decision to do the wheel with numbers.
Yes,
with
years included.
So we will likely get.
We will more than, I mean, a couple of times we have not landed on the year. So it's possible, but we probably will, knowing the wheel.
You see it okay?
Yeah, I probably won't be able to see the title, but.
No.
You'll have to tell me.
We did not get a year.
Oh, okay. What did we get?
We got anthology.
That's so weird, because I was just looking at anthology on our list.
Okay.
Excellent. Oh my God. I just talked about an anthology.
Yeah. So I do want to bring up a question.
Okay.
Because we did pick an anthology for folk horror, and it did take a while to get through everything.
Yes.
Do we want to pick 2 each, or do we want to pick 1 each?
So the reason that one took so long is because I was just very stupid about it, and I thought I needed to talk about each segment as its own movie.
Oh, okay.
So we can either just, pick 2 anthologies and just not don't do what I did. Um, or we can pick 1 each and then talk about each segment in depth.
Okay.
I
I guess let's look what we want, because I like the idea of just picking 2 in theory, but then now I'm like, do I want to just pick 1 each? You know what I mean? Like,
I want to, because I just love anthologies. I already know
let's
which 2 I want.
let's do it. Who cares if it's long?
I think I'm telling
gives a
you, I
shit?
think we just don't do what I did. That was very stupid of me. I got way too in depth.
We were new though.
We were
Yeah.
brand new.
That was like
And
episode
like
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, super early.
Yeah.
All right, the ones I'm choosing are we're going to do
I just got a thrill in my chest.
we're doing 3 extremes. These are
Okay.
Korean, I believe.
Oh my God, is it an extreme movie?
I'd say yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna, yes, they are 3 extreme short films, basically. And I'm gonna do ghost stories. I talk about this movie all the time.
Yeah, you do.
So we're gonna watch it
Okay.
because I love it.
Ghost stories.
Martin
There's
Freeman is in that one
there's a TV show, so it's the 2017 movie. Yes.
with Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about this because my 2 choices are 2 movies that I only know about because of you.
Oh, okay.
And watched because of you.
Oh God.
And I'm picking ABCs of Death.
Oh Christ. How are we gonna even manage that? Oh my God. I can't wait to watch ABCs of Death again.
The only thing I remember is M for Miscarriage.
That one. Is that the Ty West one? That might be Ty West's segment.
Oh my God.
I'll have to look it up, but
yeah, this might just be a really long episode.
it doesn't matter.
And honestly, if it is, we can split it into 2.
Yeah. We do whatever we want.
Do whatever the fuck we want.
Exactly.
Okay, the next one. I've been dying to do this one.
Oh God,
I
what?
thought about doing this for another anyway. Is
it
probably it's 2016's Holidays.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you thought?
God. For a split second I thought Death, Love and Robots, or Love, Death and Robots. I was like, no, but see, it's not a movie, that's a TV show. But I immediately, because that's on my list, and I was like, I just know she's gonna pick Holidays.
Duh.
You have to pick Holidays.
Who am I?
I know.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
you told me about that movie after you came down here, or came up here before my wedding to do my makeup, and we watched Terrifier, and you're like, because that was when I was really into the Dark movies that was on Hulu.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, there's this like anthology. You don't talk like this, but you're like, yeah, there's this anthology about holidays. It's called Holidays and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I loved it.
I'll never forget the Easter segment of Holidays. It is, oh my God, I can't wait to talk about all of these. I am so fucking pumped to record forever from now. But I'm so pumped to talk about anthologies.
I can't believe that we didn't get a year.
Me neither. After we talked shit to the wheel too. It sure showed us. It gave us the beginning of the alphabet.
It did. And I made sure the shit was super shuffled too.
Yeah, you shuffled it. No.
Yeah, I guess this is a good time to say after our anthology episode drops, the next episode after that will be our first franchise of the year
Yes.
with Lainey, who is
Yes.
on board to record with us.
Good.
I did confirm, and we are talking. What are we talking about?
I'm calling it the Hannibal Lecter franchise because I don't
Yeah.
know what else to call it.
Yeah.
The life and times of our favorite cannibal, Hannibal Lecter,
Mhm.
which will the main feed drop will be all 5 movies.
I think it's 5, yeah.
And then on Patreon we're going to talk about my beloved, the Hannibal TV show.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely excited.
I'm very
to get
excited
into
about
all
that.
Yeah.
Also, since we're talking about Patreon, we did mention our Black Mirror episode dropping.
Mhm.
We are also recording tomorrow
Yes.
with our friend Matt Spalding. By the time you hear this, it'll probably have dropped, but
Yes, it will.
we're doing our 2 girls, 1 guest, and where he gets to pick a movie of his choice. Do we say what movie, or do we just?
Yeah, maybe it'll entice someone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He chose everything, everywhere, all at once.
So excited.
I really like doing these because we get
too.
to yap about
Not horror
outside
movies.
outside of
Yeah,
horror, and
which
it's a lot of fun.
I love talking about horror movies, obviously.
Duh, that's why we're here.
But the fact that we've done this twice and the 2 movies were Promising Young Woman and
Yes.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes.
Oh,
Thrilling for me personally.
it's perfect time. I think my fur child has to poop.
Okay.
Because when he pants like this, he usually has to go potty.
Got shit so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I
I do the same thing.
Also, along with that, we are finally getting to do, along with Matt and our friend Christy.
Today's Christy's birthday.
Today's Christy's
It's April 3rd as we record. It is Christy, friend of the podcast and patron. It's her birthday.
Aww.
Happy birthday. You're
Christy.
A month older than me.
Almost exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So we will be talking about Welcome to Derry, which is the television show.
The prequel show.
It is a prequel.
Yeah.
It is also, what is it? When you go with something, compliment. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it goes with the franchise that we did.
Companion.
Thank you. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah.
The prequel TV series of the movie It that we talked about last year with, both movies, It and book It that we talked
and
about
the show
and the
miniseries,
that we talked about with Christy and Matt last year. We're coming back around to meet again, almost like the losers, to talk about It again.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be rough, man.
Yeah.
It was my idea to do it at a certain time this year, and I didn't bring it up because I wasn't ready to watch it again.
Oh.
So I'm glad you brought it up. But it's a hard one. But I'm excited to talk about it because we were all foaming at the mouth when we were watching it.
Incredible. Like, I think we were like live texting each other about
every Monday.
We had follow-up conversations with Matt after every episode.
Every Monday.
I couldn't believe after every episode we were getting a 5-star quality filmmaking. It still blows my mind. I can't wait to talk about it with other people in person.
I'm so excited. Video. And that is also on Patreon. Also, if you want to let us know what you think about the episode, you can find us on Instagram, 2 Girls 1 Crypt. We have our private Facebook page, 2 Girls 1 Crypt Keepers. And as always, you can email us at 2girls1crypt@gmail.com. I'm gonna say that every time until someone emails us.
It's also in the outro. They're about to hear it twice, so please email us.
Yeah,
and we also have a TikTok account.
We do have a TikTok. It is Missy has been pulling clips from episodes. I didn't do all of the Jason X ones.
There was a lot.
But yes, and then we've been doing some different stuff over there than we do on Instagram too. So
there's no we. Kendall does all this. Kendall is a social media manager, so Kendall does all that hard work.
well, Missy does all the other hard work, which is editing a million videos. And
no, you do all the hard work.
No, you.
That's what this feels like.
Basically, what we're saying, we're very appreciative of each other.
Yes,
and
we are always.
Yes. This is a very good group project. So
yes, it's the best.
Yeah, we do need to update that in outro at some point, but
that's fine. We'll get there
another day.
Yes.
So yeah.
All right. Well, until next time, I'm gonna dream about the ABCs of death. Probably. I cannot wait. F for fart. I'll never forget that one. God.
I don't remember these very well because it's been 10 years since ABCs of death.
It'll be like it's new.
Oh yeah, I've had like
excited.
I've had trauma and COVID brain
and COVID memory
and perimenopause.
Oh, new movies.
So new movies, yeah.
Nice.
Which did you know that itchy ears is a thing about perimenopause? I've been having itchy ears for like the last 3 years.
There you go.
And I just thought it was like something going on because whatever.
Just my ears itch, whatever.
Yeah, but I realized that's a thing, and I'm like, have I been going through this for like a hot minute? Which wouldn't surprise me, but
yeah, we need to talk to our doctors, truly.
Yeah, it's
again on the list. Who cares?
On the list, yeah. Who knows?
I got to get through this administration before anything happens. So I got to see Werewolf before anything else can happen in my life. I got to read one very specific obituary before I can move on positively.
Yeah. Amen.
With that, good night.
Happy Good Friday.
Yes, Good Friday indeed.